All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are good to go.
The platinum journeyman walks where the moonlight begins, through cobbled streets where the laughter's grinning. His boots tap a little rough, a rhythm old, chasing stories in glasses of the black stuff. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, raise your glass high, Guinness flows as the night says goodbye. Sip the stars till the dawn breaks through. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, the pint loves you. He leans on a bar where the wood's worn thin, a place where his tales and the stout begin. The foam is a crown, his kingdom's here, ruling the night with a pint and cheer. The clock strikes one, but he's not done. The pint's his moon, the night's his sun. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, raise your glass high, Guinness flows as the night says goodbye. Sip the stars till the dawn breaks through. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman,
We have a song.
the pint loves you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a song.
His heart's a barrel full
Hi.
of stout
Welcome.
dreams. His laugh's a river. It flows and gleams. He's the king of the early hours, the ruler of Guinness Towers. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, raise your glass high, Guinness flows as the night says goodbye. Sip the stars till the dawn breaks through. Oh, Adam, platinum journeyman, the pint loves you.
Right-ho, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is a song made by one of you fine folks named Swan. It's a demo. It's not the full thing. It's a demo. Let me try and adjust the camera here. A little bit more that way. There we go. It's yeah, Handsome Adam, you were correct. Cracking good song. So that's the demo. Swan is a musician. He wrote the lyrics. He got all the instruments together. He used AI for the voice. So he's hoping that when he gets back to Ireland, he's in China at the moment, when he gets back to Ireland, he can get some of his friends around and actually record the vocals properly live. But in general, folks, we have ourselves a song, which is utterly wonderful. If I told him, like, if you get it done, like, with a human to sing it, I'll make a whole compilation video to start every live stream with, including that song. And his song on YouTube and Spotify. Swan will be delighted when he hears that. So, folks, welcome. Now, I'll give you the spiel. Give me a second here so I can sort everything else in the background. I'll give you the spiel about what we're doing this evening. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Adam's Bar. Come in out of the cold. You got a nice fire there. You can warm your feet, get nice and toasty. PJ's over on the taps, the finest Guinness in all the land. You can have some of those. We've also got red lemonade. We got regular beers. We got loads of so much whiskey. And we even do have some soft drinks. Down the back, Roisin and the girls are playing some traditional Irish music, belting away. Feel free to join in. And then in the corner over there, a couple of old fogies are discussing the greatest game of all time. I just heard somebody say Devil May Cry. If you want, you can join in with them. Go over to PJ at the taps, the girls down the back playing music, or warm yourself by the fire, or you can just hang out here with all of us. welcome to Adam's Bar. So, as for the plan for this evening, there's no games. No games this evening. This evening is about chilling and chatting. I am leaving Ireland. Saturday, I'm leaving Ireland. Phew. I'm off to Cambodia, where my brother is currently living. I'm going to be hanging out with him for a while. And like the next live stream, you will see in Cambodia. My brother might be sitting beside me. He might join in. Let me catch up with you. Ryan, welcome. Skibbles, howdy. Stacksky, as I mentioned, I'm off to Cambodia. Handsome Adam, what a cracking song it is indeed. Tyrone, you are the ghost of the trophy hunting community. The goat. Oh my goodness, the greatest of all time. You are too kind. By the way, folks, the Devil May Cry 3 episode of Platinum Journey is now available to watch. People have been so nice responding to it. It is the most amount of time I've ever spent on a boss fight. By far. For context, the Valkyrie Queen in God of War, when I played on the highest difficulty, took me 3.5 hours. Watchdog of the Old Lords in Bloodborne took 3 hours. Melania, Blade of Mikola, took me 3.5 hours. Virgil in the first Devil May Cry took me 4 hours. Virgil in the third Devil May Cry lapped them all by a lot. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It's the most unhinged I've been in an episode in a while. Literally what's left of my hair tearing it out. Alright, let me check in on you folks. Don't worry, if you leave a message, I will see it and I will get back to you. I'm a little bit behind. Prince, I am doing well. I am celebrating a very productive week, and I will tell you more about it in a second. My weekend, Alex, has been a bit of a boozy one, as I am leaving. Okay, so I'll catch you all up. This past week, I finished the Devil May Cry 3 episode. Feeling pretty good about it. I sent it off to all the patrons and channel members on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday and Thursday, I banged my head against the wall trying to finish Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid has been driving me nuts. I'm playing on extreme difficulty and I want the rank of Big Boss. I got Big Boss in Metal Gear Solid 4. I wanted in Metal Gear Solid 1. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at Metal Gear Solid 1. So I would spend 4 hours and make about 10 minutes of progress. But on Thursday, late at night, I got the platinum. Oh, and I got the rank of Big Boss. Fucking did it. So very happy with myself. On Friday, myself, my parents, and my brother, we all went to the local pub. We had some nice food. We threw back as many Guinness as you could imagine. We were all a bit stumbling out of the bar. Yesterday was supposed to be a chill one. We were watching a bit of like Irish television together, just me and the parents. My brother was out. And at one point my dad just says, will we play a song? I was like, sure, know what? We're chatting. Put on a bit of music. It's fine. Put on a bit of music. 4 hours later, we're now making cocktails and dancing in our sitting room, blasting Linkin Park. It was wonderful. So my weekend has been excellent. Some more good news. One of my oldest friends is coming to visit me tomorrow. He's driving from Galway, which is like maybe an hour and a half away. So I told him I was leaving. So he's driving up to just hang out for a bit, which is so wonderful. I did drunk message him, say I'm going to miss him. And he took that as, don't worry, I'm coming to see you. I was like, ah. So this evening I did go up to the shop. I got some cheese. So tomorrow I'm going to make him a toasted ham and cheese sandwich and like a cup of tea or something like that. So I'm very excited. Dead Man, welcome back. DMC3er absolutely got Absolver Plat and started Sonic Colors before starting ESO. Elder Scrolls Online, sweet. The most iconic setup. Just finished it. Oh, sweet. Oh, Outstrike. Good stuff. Good stuff. That was awesome. We need that song on YouTube Music. Well, what I might do is here what I'm actually going to do for you folks. I'll put up on Dropbox the song and I will send you a link. So let me do this. I'll put the song on Dropbox and send you a link, and you can download it yourselves. It's called The Platinum Pint. Our wonderful boy Swan did it for us. All right, uploading, and I will share the link, and you can all download it and listen to it anytime you want. So copy the link, getting the link, and make sure that anybody with the link can view it and can... Who can access? Anyone with the link. Okay, I'll put this there in the chat for you, and let me know if this works. Oh, geez, that's a big one. All right, let me know if that works, folks. But that is the actual Platinum Pint song. Very happy with it. It was like, you made... I know the vocals are AI, but like, you wrote it, you crafted it. It was like, pretty fucking cool. Let me check on here. Hey, Tyrone. Might call you Bone. Tyrone or Tyron? Tyrone? Hey, Adam, would you ever consider platinuming Minecraft or Terraria? It would be a huge nostalgic throwback for your viewers and an amazing experience for you. I have 50 platinums, and those two games I 100%ed. Minecraft. So Terraria I haven't played, but I'm very well aware of it. Minecraft I have played. And there are your favorites. Minecraft. Minecraft might be an interesting one. Leave it with me. Leave it with me. Drinks for 24 hours live stream. Prince, don't you tempt me with a good time. And a boy John. Ladies and gentlemen, the John Callum is with us. John, I was watching your video last night. Folks, head over to John Callum's channel. He's an up-and-comer. Pretty soon, we'll all be watching his live streams, and we'll all be cheering him on as he hits 100,000 subscribers. So, John put up a video recently. Go check it out. He's got a load of good stuff. He's in like, I think, 3 or 4 alien videos, I believe, John. Those are always some of my favorites. And he did a really cool video about the PSP, which that's my favorite he did this past year. But he's been kicking ass. So go over and check him out. Don't you worry, John. Adam's Bar. I nearly had a breakdown. Adam's Bar is forever. I've got the technical stuff fixed. Adam's Bar stays. Adam's Bar is staying. Don't you worry, folks. Adam's Bar may be moving. Adam's Bar is moving, but Adam's Bar will always keep its doors open. Cape King Gaming. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you again. Any game consoles making the trip with you, or is it a festive break? So this is a move, buddy. I'm moving. Now, over the years, I've done this. I've spent time living in Southeast Asia. I've spent time living around Europe. I spent time living in Spain, Croatia. In fact, in my head, there's been episodes of Platinum Journey that have been in different countries. For example, the Last of Us Grounded playthrough video, that was in Croatia. The Last of Us Left Behind video, that was in Vietnam. What else? The recent Devil May Cry 3 episode, that was in Thailand. The episode before that, Resident Evil 6, that was in Laos. I do kind of feel that when I'm not in Ireland and I can record any time of the day or night and I have my own place, I think the episodes are maybe a little bit better. I'm definitely a bit more vocal when I realize it's just me in the apartment and I can be, I don't have to worry about waking people up. I'm a little bit more unhinged. A little bit more unhinged. The Devil May Cry 3 episode, I was like Lucifer going through that. So as for games coming with me, consoles coming, the PS5, buddy. The PS5 is coming with me. Platinum Journey will continue always. Unfortunately, the PS5 is fucking huge. I'm going to have to pay a big excess baggage fee when I get to the airport. It's going to be like 60 euros. I'm going to be like, yeah, they're going to weigh the thing, weigh the luggage and say, yeah, that's very heavy. I'll go like, I know. It's the PS5. I used to travel with the PS4 Slim. That was glorious. The PS5, big fucking console. So I'm going to have to pay 60 quid at the airport to actually bring the the PS5 is sitting over there. It's like, it's taunting me. Why are you so fucking big? Why? Why every time I get on a flight, I have to pay extra money for you? I might as well just buy you an extra plane ticket and sit you beside me on the plane. Anyway, But yeah, don't worry. The consoles come with me. The laptops come with me. Platinum journey will continue like always. Oh wow. Okay, sorry. I'm a bit behind, folks, but I'll catch up to you. Let me see. I was that. Hey, David. Hey, buddy. I'm way behind, folks. This is a just chatting stream. A just chatting. I will get to all of you. Don't you worry. A good old Q&A stream. That's it, Prince. This is what it is. We're just chatting for the evening. There's no games. We're just here at the bar. We're going to have a couple of drinks. Well, I'm going to have a couple of drinks. You can join me. And we're going to catch up and chat. It's like friends hanging out. This is what this evening is. So, David, hey, buddy. Oh, so good to see David. Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps the nicest Italian in the world, David. Someday, David. I know your name is not David, it's Davide, but we call you David. Someday, I would love to be in Italy and have a drink with you. When you were sharing about your house, and I was like, if I could go to Italy and I could hang out with David and make him. I invented my own cocktail. I call it an Adam Sunset. I went through an entire summer of making cocktails. I studied, I learned like what the main ingredients for cocktails are, and then how to make them my own. And when I came up with my own cocktail, I want to be cheap, I want to be affordable, I want to be fresh, and I invented a unique cocktail. It's very simple, but has a nice little twist on the end. So, David, if I can get to Italy, I would be honoured to make you my cocktail. And we get a little bit tipsy. And I can meet Aloy. Oh, I'll be like, do you understand? Your dad is so amazing. We've heard about you for years. Mark Shaughnessy. Hey, buddy. The channel. As a channel member. Come here, Mark. Come here. So welcome to Adam's Bar. Yes. But down the back, past the girls playing the traditional Irish music, on the right-hand side is an inconspicuous-looking door. Open it. Inside, an entire room full of every single video game console. Head on down there and play any game you want till your heart's content. As a channel member, that's the VIP section. But don't tell anybody, okay? All right, Mark. Jay Coro, great episode, I will say. The DMC 3 episode. Oh, thank you. Good stuff. Much appreciated. The trophy lists are just experience the game, no collectible shenanigans. They both have orange. Oh, this is Minecraft, but it's within that fishing aspect of the game, which is fun. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. If you're to play Minecraft here, I'll be first. I'll keep it in mind, buddy. I'll keep it in mind. Prince, for how long am I going to be staying in Cambodia? I'll be there 2 months. I'll be there for December. So the impetus, the kind of like driving force behind it was I'd been over in Southeast Asia for maybe like half of the year, the past couple of years, and I just love it over there. It's sunny every day. I can have my own apartment. I can continue making Platinum Journey. I get to meet cool people. The food is so different. I lose weight a lot. Like when I'm back in Ireland, for example, since I'm back, I've gained 20 pounds, about like 8 kilograms. When I'm over there, I don't even try to lose weight. It just melts off me. It's wonderful. And I've met so many wonderful people. I find it really fun to try and learn the language, like learning a bit of Thai or learning a bit of Lao. I can now almost read Lao. Like I can notice the symbols. Like, okay, that's this. So I can read some words out. I have no fucking idea what they mean, but I can read some of them out. I've just a wonderful time over in that part of the world. So my brother, when he was looking for a new job, he's a teacher in like an international school system, and they have like they extend to all parts of the world. So he kind of like he was in the Netherlands. He was looking for a bit of a change, and he said, "I just want someplace sunny." And he applied for a job in Brazil. He applied for a job in Japan. He applied for a job in Cambodia. I think the folks in Japan got back to him, but during the interview, he didn't. He got like a bad feeling. He's like, nah, this doesn't seem like it'd be a fun job. The folks in Cambodia got back to him, and it seemed like they were good people. They were lively. They were fun. They offered him the same salary that he was getting in the Netherlands. I was like, but, like, you know, 40, 50K a year. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. The same salary and in my head, I'm like, you couldn't even spend that much in Southeast Asia. You could not even spend that much if you tried. And then the school's like, we'll also pay for your apartment. I'm like, what? Yeah, he took that one. He took that job. So he's currently there. He's got this giant 2-bedroom apartment that the school pays for. He teaches like rich kids, like sons and daughters of politicians. So they're all well behaved. There's never any grief. Everything is handed in time. There's no like it's a good job and very swanky living. And he's got the second bedroom. He said anytime anyone wants to come over, there's a bedroom there. Stay as long as you want. I don't mind. So the reason for me going to Cambodia is this would have been the first Christmas where we wouldn't all be together. So I normally every Christmas he would come back or I'd be back and make sure that everybody, all 5 of us, my family, are together in this house for Christmas. But this time he can't come back because if you fly over in December, it's just a fortune to go back and forth in December. The reason why I'm leaving in November and not December is because flights double if not triple in price. So I hated the idea of him being over there alone. Like he did do Christmas on his own. I was like, that just doesn't sit right with me. I knew a couple from New Zealand. They were big on the travel. They were like moving around, living this place. They said they did Christmas in Thailand, which was nice, but on Christmas Day they just had this like deep sadness where they want to be back with their family. And they didn't think they would get it. They didn't think they would feel that way. Like, they swore afterwards, like, we're never doing Christmas away again. So I'd hate for my brother to go through that on Christmas Day. So I'm going to Cambodia. We're going to hang out. We're going to try all crazy foods. He might even pop up in a live stream or two. I'm definitely going to make a travel video, an episode of Different Worlds out there. He will most certainly be part of that. And that's the impetus, that's the reasoning behind my venture off to Cambodia. The boy Ronnie. Wow, on Extreme. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid. I didn't dare that. Metal Gear Solid on Extreme is just a wild thing. It's so fucking hard. I wouldn't recommend it. Scarface and Max Payne are your dad's favorite games. Your dad has excellent taste. Handsome Adam, channel member and patron. Adam, you are too generous. You might have your own room in the bar. Really good DMC Platinum Journey video. Thank you. Enjoyed it. As always, love the song choice and sound effects, especially listening in over-ear headphones. You get it, Handsome Adam. You get it. The music for me is always so important. I spend at least a couple of days on it, and it's just like I think an awful lot of people, when they edit videos on YouTube, they don't use music well. They'll tell you, like I was watching this guy editing, and he's like, oh, in my 15-minute video I've got 18 music tracks, and I say, oh, that's good. Yeah, but I didn't actually hear any of them because you just talk over them. You don't ever give the music a second to breathe. Like when I put in a bit of music, if I want you to hear the music, you're going to hear the music. I'm going to give you like a little 10-second bit, a little like montage in the episode of like some scenes from the game and the music playing, and then we go back into it. It's not good enough to have multiple music tracks. People like you there, Adam, you need to be able to recognize them, like, oh, this is the music that's playing. And like, oh, actually kind of nice. And then you go continue with the episode. But if you just throw in music and you never raise the volume to let people, and you never shut the fuck up to let people listen to the music, it has no effect. So you'll see some of the editing styles I have. It's very much inspired by like television shows. Give the music like 5 seconds. Just give it a little bit. It adds so much more to the video. But thanks for noticing, Adam. 100. I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. I'm a bit behind, folks, but I'll catch up to you. You're Australian and just turned 18. Oh, wow. Congratulations. In my hometown, an Irish man owns a pub, and I tried Guinness because I've been watching. Oh, my god. So, 2019. Dude, you've been watching me since you were like 12. Oh, Tyrone. That's so cool. Big fan of Australia. I want to go to Australia. I think it'd be really fun. I think Australia would be really fun. One of my favorite movies of all time. A very old Australian movie is called Wake in Fright, 1971. It's about a guy who gets a teaching job out in the bush and just loses his fucking mind. But it's like, I love the way it's shot. I love the colors of it. It's wonderful. In my head, like, I don't want to go to Sydney. I don't want to go to Melbourne. I want to go to the bush. I want to go to the bush of Australia. I want to just get lost and then meet random Australian folks and get a little bit drunk with them. Farewell to Ireland. Where is it going? Attaboy, Mark. Country's done, folks. We're saying goodbye to Ireland. We're finished. Carlton Dry. PJ, do you have any Carlton Dry? Give me a second. Oh, yeah. Oh, Tyrone, have a seat there. PJ will be down to you a second with the Carlton Dry. Have a seat there, Tyrone. You good? See, PJ is the best. He'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. Alex, hey, good to see you. Congrats on Metal Gear Solid 1 Platinum. I played the Japanese version, so it was easier. Will you ever finish MGS 5? So, thank you, first of all. The Japanese version, so you got to play on easy difficulty. That was clever. As for Metal Gear Solid 5, good news, ladies and gentlemen. I've started to get the itch. Metal Gear Solid 5 will be getting an episode next year. Like, I just finished Devil May Cry 3. The next episode will be Metal Gear Solid 1. Then I'm going to do Final Fantasy X, Dead Space Remake, maybe Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. Then I fancy, like, next year's Kojima game will be Metal Gear Solid 5. The gameplay is so good in that game. The story's a bit wibbly wobbly. It has some incredible moments. Like when you gotta... I won't go into spoilers. Some incredible moments. So that will get an episode next year. I'm ready. I'm ready to dive back into Metal Gear Solid 5. Nathan, hey buddy, good to see you. Good evening to you. The song tonight was brilliant. Thank you. That was Mr. Swan who made that up. Your DMC 3 Platinum journey was incredible. Thank you. Felt your pain coming through the screen. Well done as always. Enjoy Cambodia. Cheers. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, Nathan. Cambodia fun. Now, if I can, I think I've mentioned this before. If I can, folks, I'll do a live stream out and about in Cambodia. I would love to do a little live stream down by the river at sunset, eating Cambodian food, trying some of the local beers, showing you the sights and sounds. I was looking into how to do it, live streaming on your phone. It's not that hard. If I just get like a battery pack and a SIM card with enough internet data on it, I might be able to, but I would love to give you a little bit of a tour. And then after that, I'll be back in my beloved Lao and I'll definitely show you around there. Handsome Adam, congrats on the latest plats, thank you. I was playing the Avatar DLC, but wasn't enjoying it, so I stopped and deleted the game. Trying Power Wash Simulator, which is addictive. Uncharted soon. Power Wash Simulator looks like an incredible game. And so satisfying. Uncharted... Adam, what are you doing to me? We've been discussing this for weeks. Get around to Uncharted, would you? Drake's Fortune, my favourite. Paradise! Wow, nice. You're going to Cambodia? Yes, this Saturday. So there'll be no live stream next weekend because I'll be literally in the middle of... I think I arrive Sunday night in Cambodia. It's a long fucking flight. So there'll be no live stream next weekend. So this little goodbye. And then we'll do Final Fantasy X when I get into Cambodia. Top tier YouTuber going live. Hey, be rude not to watch. Love the videos. Thank you, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Adam's Bar. Welcome, welcome. I flatter you, John. You flatter yourself, dummy. World size for Terraria to be large. World difficulty is expert, not master. And okay, good stuff. Thanks for the tip. Adam, when you travel, do you carry the consoles with you, or you prefer to leave it at home and enjoy your journey / vacation? Good question. So I view it not as quite like traveling, more like I'm moving. So everything comes with me. My suitcase is like 80% video equipment. The light, the camera, the tripod, the microphones, the laptop. Oh, sorry, the laptop doesn't go in the luggage. That goes in the backpack. Oh yeah, my backpack that I bring with me is one of these like kind of like backpacks that got a bunch of like compartments in it, and that's all equipment. It's like my backpack is all equipment: laptop, charger. I think maybe the controller. I think the microphones come in the backpack as well. And then one book. I put one book on the road, my beloved On the Road. So that's all that comes with me. I'm moving. It's not like I'm traveling or vacationing. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'll make episodes of Platinum Journey. I'm out there. Like the Spider-Man episode was made in Bulgaria. The recent episodes are made in Thailand and Laos. Like everything comes with me. It's a pain in the ass. But especially, oh my goodness, there was one time I was going from Thailand into Laos. And there are multiple ways to do this sort of traveling, do this passage. A really nice way to do it is you can ride a boat down the Mekong River for like 2 days. And I was thinking like, will I get the van? Will I do this? But riding down the river in Southeast Asia sounds pretty cool. But of course, there's this horrendous worry of, oh my god, if my luggage goes in the water, everything is fucked. Everything is fucked. And of course, getting on the boat, getting off the boat, this little tiny piece of wood you stand on, and like, oh my god. But I decided in my lifetime, riding down the river in Laos is one of those kind of things you don't need to do, but you have to do. Do you understand? Like, you should do it. So sitting there, riding down the river, the sunshine, I see some buffaloes, the limestone mountains, full of fellow like folks who are traveling, and they're all excited, some locals. I got recognized on the slow boat. I got recognized as I was going down to they actually have a bar on the boat, which is lovely. So I'm going down getting a beer. And one guy kind of pokes me. He's like, do you make videos on YouTube? I said, yeah. He's like, I've watched your videos. You're Adam. I was like, that's me. He's like, I've watched your videos. I was like, no way. So naturally, I not only got a beer for me, I got a beer for him as well. Chat a little bit. It was good stuff. Yeah, but everything comes with me. It's a little bit worrisome at times, but in general, like everything comes with me. Oh, I'm a little bit behind. Don't worry, folks. Listen, I will get to everybody. I know I'm quite far behind on the comments, but you can see where I am and I'm going through it, and I will respond to all of you. Don't you worry. Boss fights in Terraria are just bliss to your eyes. Oh, nice. You're kind of selling me on Terraria. You're selling me. Also, I like Handsome Adam messaging John. It's like, hi guys. What we did last week at the end of the live stream, because John and Handsome Adam, although folks, I keep calling him Handsome Adam. The reason being is that I'm Adam, and as a patron, he's on the Discord. I need a way of differentiating the two Adams. So I was like, well, I'm Adam, like, but you're more handsome, so you're Handsome Adam. And now everybody calls him Handsome Adam. That's his name, Handsome Adam. I'm okay, but he's better. And then when he was in Limerick for the meetup in September, my mother is coming to pick me up from town after a night out. She picks me up and is like, why do you keep calling that man Handsome Adam? He's like, because it's Handsome Adam. That's his name. Oh. So jealous of you living in all the... Well, hey, Koro, welcome. Living all this... I bet you have stories for days. Dude, I could... If you want, I'll go... You ask me anything, I'll tell you. I am an open book. I'll tell you all the details. I'll say all the crazy stuff. I had a huge compliment. From a guy one night. I was living in a Laotian village, and they have a bar which is run by a wonderful woman. Very, very fucking tragic history, but like still has a smile. So I would go there and hang out. There's a bowling alley which an awful lot of the foreigners go to. It stays open till 2:00 in the morning. And these three foreigners were coming walking by the bar, and they were going to the bowling alley. I kind of leaned out the bar and was like, no fucking way you going to bowling alley. That's shite. Come in here instead. It's a loud bar. And they were like, okay. It was like a Polish girl, an American girl, and an Italian guy. And they all came in, joined it, and we were chatting away to them. And they're like, what is this place? And where you live in the village? I was like, yeah. And then I'm like throwing out a few like loud sentences, ordering us drinks, and it's like, what the fuck? After they start asking me questions, and I'm telling them everything I've done. By the end of it, the Italian guy's sitting there with his arms crossed and goes, "You are the most interesting person I've ever met." Like he was annoyed by it. It was like, "You're the most interesting person I've ever met." I was like, "Thank you." Yeah. I'm hoping that some of those stories and some of those stuff comes into the travel videos. Like the most recent one I did about that party town in Southeast Asia, in Laos, where they averaged one missing person or one death every single week. It's a town of like 10,000 people. And at its peak, they averaged one missing person or one death every week. I went there for a month. After I left, more people died. Yeah, I was there. They have places where you have menus. On the front of the menu is all the drinks you would like to order. On the back of the menu is all the drugs they have to offer. And it's everything. When you're seeing meth on the menu, you think, oh, this is a different level of partying than I'm used to. Oh. So yeah, plenty of stories. Master, good to see you, buddy. Finally, I've waited for this since Friday. It fell down this weekend. This makes things better. Master, you come in here. You sal yourself up by the fire. PJ! Master, I'll start you off on like a red lemonade. And then after that, if you want a pint of Guinness, let me know. Red lemonade and a bit of ice there for Master. Good stuff. Good stuff. So PJ will be down to you in a second. Just sit there by the fire. Get nice and cozy. And then if you want a bit more after that, PJ will take care of you. He's a good man. You can call me Tyrone or Bone. My real name is... Oh, Tyrell. Tyrell. Oh, I'll go Tyrell. Okay, I like Tyrell. That's a good name. Any advice on how to keep the motivation to carry on with a game when you're struggling on an achievement? By the way, also John Banks. Attaboy, John Banks. Good to see you, buddy. Motivation to continue with struggling. So, my actual advice is to move on. So because I make the video, that helps. I know that if I push through it and I overcome something, because I'm recording it, it will become like, it's almost I stop being myself and start being more of a producer. Of like, well, it's good if I continue and the video will be better. But in general, when I'm playing a game for fun, if I see an achievement or a trophy and I'm like, this is going to suck, I don't do it. For example, one of my favorite games I've played in the past few years is a game called Spiritfarer. You ferry spirits into the afterlife. It is so wholesome and so lovely. I played it endlessly for an entire week, like 30 hours I played it. Basically, I took on a part-time job, even a full-time job, playing Spiritfarer, helping people move on to the afterlife. It was lovely. Because I played so much, I got 80% of the trophies. There were 2 trophies left for the platinum, and they are about collectibles. They would have required me to spend about 4 hours scouring the worlds for all these collectibles while following a guide. I thought, it's not hard, but it's not worth it. At this moment in time, I have all these great memories and all these great feelings about this game. If I continue on and I grind it out, I'm going to ruin it for myself. So instead, I stopped. I sat there at 80% completion, no platinum, and I'm happy. And I still think so highly of that game, instead of ruining it at the end for me. So my advice to you is, if the achievement is bad, like, just don't do it. The game underneath it is more important than the trophies. Love the game first. The achievements and the trophies should be a way of extending the lifespan of some of your favorite games. So that's my advice. A little bit, probably not what you were expecting. But extending the lifespan of your favorite games is what trophies should be. I always use Dead Space as an example of this, where after playing it twice, I looked at the trophy list and saw there's a trophy for beating the game using only the starter weapon. I went, oh, that's so cool. I didn't even think I can put all my points and all my upgrades in just the one weapon. Oh my god. So then I wanted to play more. So yeah, you feel free to move on, buddy. Don't worry about it. Don't let an achievement or a trophy drag your good feelings of the game down. I love John and Handsome Adam. Handsome Bug. I can get a PS5 ported and play in remote. Yes, but can I put that on a TV screen? Or would it have to be like handheld? I'm really not aware of the PS5 portal. But in general, like I want it on a TV. I think the portal is handheld, or am I wrong? You tried bringing your PlayStation internationally, and they thought it was a bomb. Tyrell, I was stopped. I'm always fucking stopped. Literally every single airport I go into, they stop me. Like, what the fuck are you carrying? I'm like, oh, I make videos on YouTube. But I was flying from my beloved Laos over into Thailand, and I was flying out from a small local airport, the type of place that has like 3 desks, and that's it. I arrived up to the place after packing all night while drinking, and I love beer Lao. Beer Lao is like after Guinness, that's my favorite. So I want to have as much beer Lao into me as possible. A guy arrived. My landlord organized it for me. He was giving me a lift. He had his own like tuk-tuk, and I just threw in my luggage. And I was like, I'm bringing beers. I'm bringing beers to the journey. I'm bringing beers to the journey. He drops me off at the airport. I say, thank you very much. I sit outside the airport at the table. I'm just drinking my beers. I'm like, well, my flight is in 2 hours. I can see the desk from the window. I'll go in there. Head on in. At this point, I realized, oh no, I'm fair tipsy. It is 11 a.m. I've been awake all night packing and drinking. I'm fair tipsy. I'm at the airport. I hope they're nice. So I head off to the shop, the one shop in the airport. I try and buy this big bag of snacks in order to try and sober up a little bit. While I'm checking my luggage, which again is way over the weight limit. But as I'm chatting to them and I'm kind of speaking a little bit loud, like, oh, sabadi bo. And then, of course, I've got this giant bag of crisps, and I just kind of like turn it to the guy at the desk, like, do you want some? And he says, oh, okay, yeah. He takes some crisps and says, oh, good stuff. He weighs the bag. His eyes bulge. You go, huh? He kind of looks at me and goes, heavy. And I go, yeah. He goes, be careful, very heavy, be careful. And he just like slaps a sticker on it saying heavy, and then sends it off. I go, oh my god, that's amazing. So the point about being stopped for the PlayStation is 10 minutes later, the guy comes over to me while I'm sitting down, kind of like, hello, sir. And I was, yeah, come. And I go, what? He walks me past the desks through this big door that says security personnel only. I think, what? Oh my god, what have I done? What's in the bag? Oh no, what's in the bag? I was in the party town. Is there drugs? Oh my god, I might be fucked. He walks in, he points at my luggage, and he says, cannot open. I was like, yeah, there's a lock on it, so people can't open. And he says, need to see inside. Isn't that what x-rays are for? I was like, okay. So I unlock it, open the thing up, and sure enough, what they wanted to see was the PS5. They point at this giant white box, huge. Say to me, what is this? I said, oh, PlayStation. It's I take it out. Now, it's a little bit embarrassing, is in order to keep the PlayStation safe, I pack a load of clothes in it, especially underwear. So in order to show them the PlayStation, I had to unpack about like 5 pairs of underwear and then show them the PlayStation. The guy was like, oh, gaming. Is like, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. And then they're fine. I packed it away, gave them more crisps, carried on. They never charged me extra for the wait. But sure enough, even later on, I flew over in a propeller plane. Like not a real, like a propeller plane I flew over in Thailand on. Fair enough. When I arrived in Thailand, I was stopped again by the guy. Was like, "What's in the suitcase?" Like, oh my god, does nobody travel with the video game console, or is it just me? They've never seen this before, so I have to undo the suitcase. I've then it points the backpack, like, "What's in that?" It's like, oh my god. I had to undo the backpack, show them this, show them that. I get stopped literally every single time I go to the airport. I get stopped. I know what was like the common meme is, oh, the folks who look like brown skinned in America, they get stopped because of random search. I get stopped every single time at the airport. If I don't get stopped, I'm shocked. Anyway, that's my little story. Darlin, good to see you, buddy. Will the PS4 Pro work from outside the world? That's a good question. Favorite platinum, Tyrell? Elden Ring, Bloodborne, or God of War in a Platbro or Guy Fruity podcast. I could be wrong. So you're close. Those are like the most difficult platinums. So Elden Ring was very difficult. Bloodborne also very difficult. And God of War, it was the Give Me God of War difficulty. That playthrough. So those are my most difficult platinums. As for favorites, I might say like Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, or Dead Space. I think those ones are probably my favorites for platinuming. Let me check on here. I like Handsome Adam and John having a little conversation. It's good. Prince. Oh, no way. You're from Italy. Buongiorno. That's all the Italian I know. Buongiorno. Basically, just Inglorious Bastards. That's Buongiorno. Live in the UK for like 10 years. Miss Italy, though. You must be really missing the food. Oh my! I did not know, Prince, you're actually Italian. That's so cool. My favorite food is pizza. My favorite food is pizza. And I want to go to the motherland of pizza. I want to go to Naples. I think that's the actual city where pizza came from. I want to have a pizza in the birthplace of pizza. That's one of my dreams in life. Hey, Film. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Is there a game you're attempting to plan but seems too daunting and won't make a good episode? Cheers. Cheers to you too. You say cheers, folks. I'm going to cheers you. So I used to have that mindset of, I think there's like an older Q&A where I said like, oh, if I had all the time in the world, I would do Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4. And I did them. So over the years, I've kind of gotten more and more ambitious about what I can cover. Now, what helps immensely is the fact that a bunch of folks are quite kind with the channel memberships and the Patreon. So it allows me to not worry about YouTube and uploading a video every month. Instead, I can take like 2 months, 3 months and make one great episode. So even like next up, I'm doing Final Fantasy X. That episode's going to take fucking ages. But the folks who watch the videos, they're kind of like, y'all seem very patient. They're like, a new episode will come out when it comes out. It's not next month. It may not even be the month after, but it's going to be hopefully worth your time when it does come out. So there's nothing at the moment that seems too daunting. Final Fantasy X is going to be like 100+ hour platinum. And I'm okay with that. In fact, you might notice, folks, the hair is a little bit longer than normal. I did the beard for The Witcher 3. For Final Fantasy X, I'm actually growing out the hair. Unfortunately, it's not growing very fast. It's not growing fast at all. It's very slow. I was hoping like at some point, I haven't cut it in like 3 weeks. I was hoping I could like run my fingers through. It's like, no. So that's the plan for Final Fantasy X. Platinum Vault, good to see you. Learning a new language is a great skill to have. All the best to you, Adam. Your videos are a breeze of fresh air. Oh, thank you, buddy. Your videos are pretty good as well. Yeah, I love learning. Hey, new member. No way. Let me get this right. Invader Brain. What? Okay. As a new channel member. Come here. Here in Adam's bar. All right, as I told folks before, we got the nice fire here. We got PJ on the taps. The old fogies discussing the greatest game of all time. Roisin and the girls playing Irish music. But down the back, on the right-hand side, there's an inconspicuous-looking door. Open it. Inside, every single video game console. Play until your heart's content. As a channel member, you can go to the VIP section. Enjoy yourself. And thank you very much for the support. Let me check on you here. So learn the new language. I love it. I love it. And I love the weirder the language. I love being in Lao and learning Lao. It's just so fun to me. And being able to like walk up and be like, for example, Koi Tong Kan Nung Bir Lao Ya Yen Cup Jai. That means, hello, can I have a big cold beer, please? But I would always ask like friends of mine, do I say like that word tonkan? I sometimes say it wrong. They have like tones. It's a tonal language, which I never get right. They will even repeat back to me, no, 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 not tonkan, tonkan. And I'll say, that just sounds the same. No, you say tonkan, you need to say tonkan. I was like, it sounds the same to me. But they get what I'm trying to say. But I'm pretty confident in making mistakes. Like, I will mess up stuff. I will say the wrong things. They will look at me a bit puzzled and then go, oh, okay, I know what you're trying to mean. But I kind of view it the other way around. Like, if I meet somebody and they're speaking to me in broken English, but I know what they're trying to say, I'm like, it's fine. Like, it doesn't even do very good. So when I'm over in Lao and I'm speaking absolute terrible Lao, but the fact I'm speaking any of it, they're already like, he's trying, he's trying. So I get an awful lot of like slack, an awful lot of like they try and help me out, like, oh, not this way, say like this way. I know what you mean. It took me fucking ages to figure out that gin means drink. So folks would like see me walking by in my village and be like, oh, Adam, gin beer, and I would like, why were they saying gin beer? What? It's like, oh, they're asking me to want to join them for a drink. I was like, oh, doy. But yeah, I love learning the new languages. I got a little bit proud of myself. I got good enough at Thai that I was able to hang around the outskirts of Chiang Mai in northern Thailand and actually understand what people were saying around me. I would hang out in like a food court area around the like, apartment block. Everyone hung out there during the day, and I just got to know all the shop owners. And yeah, just hung out there for the day with them. It was like, oh yeah, I know this and this. The unfortunate thing is, when I leave a country, I forget everything. I forget everything. Yeah, I left Thailand. I was there for like 4 months. I was like, oh, I'm starting to get a hang of this. Left Thailand. I've forgotten most of it. It sucks. If you're in the live stream and haven't given it a like, what are we all doing? And about Tyrell. Oh. Can you ask them to make more PlayStation games out there? Such an unexplored culture in gaming. Over in Cambodia and Southeast Asia? Yeah. That was one of the really cool things when Black Myth Wukong came out. It was like, oh, this is cool. Like, tapping into that Chinese culture. And it's a case of like, there's so many incredible settings for games. There's so many incredible scenarios that are just not explored yet. But yeah, like you're like a Southeast Asian, a game set in Southeast Asia. That's why I loved in Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. When you start off in India, I was like, oh, this is so cool. Yeah, definitely explore more cultures in games. I would love to see that. If you digitally own a game, you can just play it on Portal. Obviously, remote though. Oh, okay, fair enough. Helped. Oh my goodness. Again, folks, I know I am behind. I'm behind a good bit. But I will respond to every single one of you. If you leave a message, you are going to get a reply. Don't worry. Help my son play through. Oh no, Ravenholm for the first time today. He's still shaking. Okay, so bit of context, folks. Ravenholm is one of the most famous levels in video game history. It is in Half-Life 2. And that level alone takes a completely different turn. The game becomes a horror game. And fucking horror. Really creepy. Really like on edge the whole time. It's a tough level. Every time you get to it, you're like, oh no. It's like the game becomes a new game. Yeah, Ravenholm is tough. I still like get to Ravenholm and I replay Half-Life 2 and I was like, oh no. Oh no. Music is a great tool, but it is hard to master it with the narration voice. I'm still learning to use it well. In those cases, I would say just let the music do its thing. Like, it's okay to play music. Like, some music you want as background music, and some music you want people to hear it. So, for the narrative, sometimes shut the fuck up. That's like I tell myself. Like, sometimes I need to shut the fuck up and let the music play. Even if it's like 5 seconds, 6 seconds, and a little few scenes from the game. Just let the music do its thing, and then I'll carry on. Like, I'm not better than the music. Let the music do its thing, and then I'll get back on to talking. Picnic at Hanging Rock is my favorite Aussie film. You've seen Wake and Fright? Oh, dude. I'm so thrilled. A fellow Wake and Fright fan. Folks who have not seen it, again, it's an Australian movie. Teacher gets a job. He goes on like vacation off to the bush, and just like the culture is different. And there's so many amazing quotes. Like the guy, he starts off being a little bit like pompous. He's like, I'm here, but I don't like it, whatever. Like, but he gets sucked into it. And just, to me, it's like my favorite Australian movie and one of my favorite movies of all time. I can see all the hearts. Good stuff. Australia is Mad Max. I think Mad Max is good. I personally prefer Wake and Fright. The guy loses fucking mind. It's wonderful. I still like quote it in my head. It's one of my favorite movies. Metal Gear Online on 5 is great. Oh, I have not tried that. Oh, welcome, universe, welcome. I have not tried that. Surya, what are your thoughts be on Resident Evil 6 for next year? It's crazy that it'll be 30. I'm expecting nothing from Resident Evil 6. I've low expectations, very low expectations. Because of that, I think I might listen. It's got Leon Kennedy, it's got Ada, my first love in gaming, and it's got Chris. How could the game be bad? We'll see. Been procrastinating on DMC5, playing Alan Wake 2. It's so good, but I will prevail, and I will get by the end of the year. Also, best look, DMC5 is a hard platinum. I'll get there myself eventually, but DMC5 is a hard platinum. We need next Goro, an episode of Expedition 33. Every single week, somebody mentions Expedition 33. It is one of those games that just sticks with people. And I am immensely curious. It will get an episode. I'm hoping to do it. So next up is Metal Gear Solid, and then Final Fantasy X, and then Dead Space Remake. We'll see. Could do it after that. But I want Expedition 33. I want to do that. That looks so fucking cool. I really want to get around to that. Leaving Ireland for good. Not for good, but maybe for potentially a few years. Yeah. I've been over and back over the past couple of years. I've been over and back to Southeast Asia. And now I'm like, over and back. And I come back here, and it's a wild thing of like, I'm back in my parents' house. I'm back in my childhood bedroom, my single bed. My social life is non-existent. I have no friends here. In my home city, everybody's gone, everybody's left. Kind of sucks. Or I'm over there, I'm out. My life is a bit better in Southeast Asia. Actually, not a bit. My life is much better. Make so many friends. Able to have my own place. It would be so nice to be able to say, like, I'm staying in Ireland. But in order to rent my own place in Ireland, in my home city, €2,000 per month to have my own place. 2,000. That's... I'm not doing that. Can't do it, won't do it. Gotta get out of here. I will be back in Ireland at some point. This is not the last time you see me in this chair, but it will be the last time for a while. So that's why we're doing a little bit of a farewell this evening, folks. And I'll be throwing back a fair few of these. A little bit, it's like bittersweet. A little bit bittersweet. Good luck with Mega Solid 5. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Wouldn't feel right if you didn't complete MGS5, purchase Clear Obscure. There we go. Look forward to play once I finish a few other games. Yeah, I'm jealous you're getting around to Clear Obscure. I'll get there. I'll catch up. Hi, Adam. Love what you do. Thank you very much. What do we think the new From Software game will be? I'm hoping Pirates myself. Oh my goodness. Pirates will be. That's how. I'm I'm in. I'm in. They are this like studio. I love how they constantly keep making new things. Like we know the formula for the combat, but they constantly create like Elden Ring alone is like here's a whole new world and all this new lore. It's just like they keep doing new things. They're one of the most exciting studios, I think. Like whatever they're doing next, they have like they are more of how do I say it? They are bigger than the games they make. Like you don't think about like, oh, I love Dark Souls. No, I think, no, what's the next From Software game? You think of the developer before you think of the game. Like you might think of like Naughty Dog and like, oh no, like the next Uncharted game. Like does the series that they create become bigger than the studio? And people don't even know the studio. But with From Software, you know From Software. And they are bigger than the games they make. Which I find is so impressive. So if they're doing whatever they do, it's going to be fucking great. Chris, Adam's Bar, the one place where you can choose not to get drunk. See, Chris, I'm very tolerant here in Adam's Bar. I'm going to get drunk, but you don't have to. We do have some wonderful red lemonade, which is so tasty and sweet and refreshing. You can have that. We do have tea and coffee. We have plenty of water. We have some My Wadi, which is like flavoring for water. We're not supposed to have non-alcoholic drinks. I just don't like those. But we do have non-alcoholic Guinness if you're into that. I wouldn't recommend it. I recommend red lemonade over that. But you can absolutely stay sober in the bar. I don't mind. I'll miss Adam's Bar next weekend. Shot of Jameson and a pint of Murphy's, please, PJ. PJ! Evan would like shot of Jameson and a pint of Murphy's. Grant. Evan, have a seat there. PJ will be down to you in just a second. Obviously, the Murphy's takes time. He'll bring down the shot straight away. You can throw that back and then have the Murphy's afterwards. He'll be down. Have a seat there, Evan. Have a seat. Have a seat. Is there a cultural difference towards you due to your Irish accent in these other countries? Good question, Bude. There is a bit of a cultural difference in terms of socializing with, like in Southeast Asia, it's kind of like guys hang out with guys, girls hang out with girls. So when I have female friends, it's like, huh? Your girlfriend? It's like, no. You dating? It's like, no, friend. So that's the part that kind of like gets people. When I was in the village, my closest friend was a Chinese girl called Ling Ling, who was absolutely wonderful. She's in the Luang Prabang travel video. She's incredible. One of my favorite people in the world. But yeah, we were in the village together, and she was looking to do things, and she was a bit shy. But I was going out. Well, going out. I was wandering around the village, trying out all the different restaurants, trying the food. And I just said, "You can come with me if you want. I'm going here and I'm trying this food tomorrow. Do you want to come?" And she's like, "Okay." And then there was like every evening after work, we would just hang out together. And she was like, "This is so crazy." I was like, "What? You're not my boyfriend. We out together all the time." I was like, "Friend." So I think that's the biggest cultural difference I see over there. Is I did have like a Lao friend of mine not hang out with me because it would have just been the two of us. It was meant to be like four of us, but then it became like one had to go to do something. It would end up just me and her, and she kind of like, "Oh, we'll do it some other time instead," even though she was like right down the road from me. So that's the cultural difference of they're very much like male and female friends don't kind of mix that way. As for my Irish accent, works in my favor. If anything, I've said for years that being Irish is wasted by being in Ireland. We are this very small country with a huge cultural reach. An Irish bar is in every single country. So having an actual Irish person, we're known to be fun and whimsical and can drink. So we have a very good reputation internationally. When people find out I'm Irish, it's always a good thing. They're like, "Oh no Yeah, it's never been like, oh, it's always been a good thing. And people will tell me stories like, oh, I want to go to Ireland, I want to do this. Like, it's being Irish works in my favor. Being Irish is wasted by being in Ireland. You carrying too much tech with you, be careful in not getting robbed. My last year in India, they stole your cousin's phone in the train and she didn't even notice. Jesus. So far, I've never been robbed. Never been robbed, Prince. Never been robbed, so it's all going well. Has someone edited Handsome Adam into the Borderlands 2 poster? They might have. They might have. My first platinum I got was Until Dawn. That's a good one to start. 100th. Jesus. So that's like 105 years. That's like 20 a year. That's one every 2 weeks. That's a crazy pace. That's spin-off idiot ranking platinums while on meth. Swift! Hey, Swift. So you got it the other way around there, Swift. It's not JP, it's PJ. I won't tell him. PJ, the usual for Swift, if you wouldn't mind. Grant. Have a seat there, Swift. Have a seat. He'll be down to you. I won't tell him you call him JP. Daniel! Attaboy, Daniel, you're going to love this. Last night, when me and my parents were drunk together, we were listening to a bit of Sigrid. Big fans of Sigrid. Big fans of... Just saying. Let me continue on. Did I ever try any of those drugs? As I am an open book, I did. Okay. You want some stories? Let me get another pint and I'll tell you what I tried and I'll tell you what it did. It was thrilling and a little bit scary. Let me get another drink and I'll tell you the story of when I did drugs in Laos. Wouldn't recommend it, but it was certainly interesting. All right, back in 1 minute, and I'll tell you the story. Again, folks, like I told you, stories for days. Stories for days. Righto. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what I did. I was in Laos. I was in that party place with the menu. You flip over and you see all these things. The meth on the menu. Now, I'm not stupid. I'm not doing meth. I'm not doing meth. I'm not doing heroin. But I did see ecstasy, which I have tried before. And it's kind of fun. Like it's a party drug. You're very energized. Everything. You tell your friends you love them. Now, the first rule of drug taking is always take the minimum amount to try. You can always take more drugs. You can take less drugs. So what I did is I was out there with a friend of mine. A wonderful person. Actually Italian. Yeah, so me and her, we said, okay, we'll get one. We get one and we'll split it and share it. And we'll see what happens. So we did that. At the end of the night, she says, I didn't really feel much. And I was like, I felt a little bit, but okay, so it's not going to kill us. So the next night, we decided to do a full one each. Rocket fuel. Absolute rocket fuel. Oh my goodness. And of course, us in our hubris, we're like, well, we've done one. We're feeling great. Let's do another half. Folks, I was high for like 18 hours. I woke up the next day at like 3 p.m. Still my body buzzing. I was like, sweet Jesus, this was intense. Messaged my friend, my hand shaking, like, are you still? And she's like, yeah, I'm still. Like, my God. Well, I was like, nah, I think we'll go back to the beers. Do you want to go back to the beers? She's like, yeah, let's That's enough of that. Oh, yeah. Happy I did it. Happy I tried it. But you got to be in a certain mood for it. But in general, I'd always just encourage beers more than alcohol is the best drug in my opinion. He says as pouring another Guinness. Cheers, folks. Misu, hey buddy. Adam, what did I miss? Farewell to Ireland? Yes, I'm heading off to Cambodia in 1 week. This is our last live stream here for perhaps quite a while. Didn't miss the stream. Attaboy, Eager. Good to see you, buddy. Levels and Lives. Good name. Sell the PS5, buy a new one. When you get over there, have benefit of brand new console and controller. Interesting idea. Oh, damn. Would that be cheaper? I've got all my save games. Although I could get PS Plus. Good idea. I'm going to stick with this one. It's survived. It's sturdy. I'll be okay. The worst part when hunting platinums is obviously online. Yep. Especially when the server shut down, the trophies. Yeah, that just absolutely sucks. I'm always against stuff online. Like, online trophies are the worst. I think even like some games when like, oh, you can't ever get the platinum. Was it Resistance 2 or something like that? You can't ever get the platinum because the server shut down. It's like, it's so annoying. All right, folks, we got ourselves a pint of Guinness. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me this evening. Welcome to Adam's Irish Bar. And we're going to have a good time. Oh, I'm going to... My cousin moved to London. I asked him what he missed about Ireland. And I was expecting the answer to be, oh, you know, like my family, my friends. Oh, I like the people. He didn't even miss a beat. He went, oh, Guinness. Didn't even miss a beat. Not his mother, not his father, not his sister. Oh, Guinness. He says, like, when he comes back to Ireland, the first thing he does is go, like, straight to the bar and has a pint again. He said, like, it's just better. It's thicker, it's creamier, it's perfection. So me, as somebody leaving very soon, and I know there's no good Guinness in Southeast Asia. I know. I've been there. I've tried it. It sucks. It's got some weird aftertaste. So I'm trying to get as much of these into me in the course of the next 6 days. I'm going to miss Guinness. But thankfully, Beer Lau is pretty good. Attaboy, legit. Hello to yourself, buddy. Nice to see you. Master, gosh, I love stories like this. Makes me see a bright side of life. Good man, Master. Folks, you ask me anything, I'll tell you stories. I've had an interesting life. I've seen a lot. I've experienced a lot. Some cases I've seen too much. I've done too much. I've pushed the boat out. In life, if you want to know where the middle of the road is, you gotta know where the ditch is. So if you want to know like this, you gotta know where the ditch is. And I've meandered towards the ditch in order to figure out where normal is. Misu, you live in Rome? Oh, sweet. I've never seen a Quentin Tarantino film. You should. I'd highly recommend Django Unchained is my favorite. That's like not only my favorite, it's one of my family's favorite. We watched that movie maybe 5 times. Watched that movie. It's incredible. It's so good. The best console to carry is a Switch. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow, folks. There's actually, oh my goodness, I'm so far behind, folks. I'm so far behind. But don't worry. Again, I will repeat this. I am going to get to all of you. I'm a little bit how do I say this? I'm a little bit honored that, yeah, it turns out we don't need games. We can just chat. So I will, if you leave a comment, if you leave a message, I will get back to you. It just, you can see where I am and where I'm going. But I will get to you, don't worry. Nintendo got no achievements, trophies, just enjoy the games and the journey. Yeah, Nintendo, I like Nintendo not having any trophies or achievements. I think it's a good thing to differentiate themselves from. And I like that. The Switch, I love to play like Zelda, the new one, Breath of the Wild. I think that I'd like to play that. Attaboy, Dan. PJ, Dan's back. All right, Dan, have a seat there. Have a seat there. PJ, come down and get your usual. Have a seat. Up in Milan in North side. Oh, I'm so jealous. Me in Italy, I want to do the Amalfi Coast. The Amalfi Coast. I want to be there. It looks so scenic and so beautiful. And it's one of those places I think you would just you get like an apartment there, and you just never leave. You just kind of like sit there and go, right, yep, I'm staying. Good luck with Final Fantasy X. Thank you. I'm still working on it, and 200 lightning dodges is frustrating. I've heard about this. Not as bad as Hail to the King trophy in Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, the 200 lightning dodges. I think somebody gave me a bit of advice where you go like to a certain area and it's more manageable. But yeah, that's probably going to be the most strenuous part of the episode, where I'm just fucking white knuckling the controller trying to dodge 200 times. Hey boy, Twiggy, first time checking into the stream as a first timer. I'll do it. I'll do the spiel as a first timer, Twiggy. Welcome. Hang on. Welcome to Adam's Bar. Come in out of the cold. There's a nice fire there if you want to put up your feet and get nice and warm. On the taps, we got PJ. He'll get you anything you want. The Guinness here is particularly good. I made sure of it. Down the back, we have Roisin and the girls playing some traditional Irish music. You can go down there for a bit of a jig. Over in the corner, we got some old fogies debating the greatest game of all time. Someone just said Devil May Cry. Another person said Tetris. One person said Half-Life 2. So you can join anywhere you want, up at the bar with PJ, down with the Irish music, over there debating games or the fire, or just stay right here amongst all of us. Welcome to Adam's Bar. I love doing the spiel. Attaboy Locksky. Welcome back, buddy. The most generous man around. You're going to like this. Because you gave out a bunch of memberships, gifted them. The Devil May Cry 3 episode, when it went up on for channel members on Tuesday, one person messaged, "Thank you to whoever gave me this membership. I get to see this early." So that was you, buddy. That was you. Joining late. Attaboy Chronicles. Hey, you've been around. You've been watching the channel for ages. Joining late. Where are you off to, Adam? I'm off to Cambodia. The next time you see me, I will be on the other side of the world. So this is my little farewell to Ireland. Legit. Haven't played Half-Life 1 or 2. You should. Half-Life 1, I think, is good. Half-Life 2 is iconic. Half-Life 2 is one of my favorite games ever made. Half-Life 2, well worth playing. Alex, you also haven't... Folks, do I need to... Listen. Do I need to put you in timeout? Go home, go play Half-Life, and then come back. Would I recommend playing the Orange Box Collection? Absolutely. I think you should play Half-Life 1. But it's a bit rough around the edges. It is like 1998. It's rough around the edges. However, there is the remake Black Mesa, which is so fucking good. Maybe play that instead. And then play Half-Life 2. But absolutely play Half-Life. Cambodia with it. Hey, attaboy, Dan. Dan's on board. Dan's up in the lingo. Dan knows everything. Great headphones for music and my record player peeps. Eager, yeah, that's not on me. I have a Sennheiser. Okay, what I would recommend for headphones, just Sennheiser. They seem to be like the gold standard. Sennheiser are kind of like pretty damn good. I've had a Sennheiser pair of headphones for like 7 years, and they've been thrown around. Still working perfectly fine. So I'd recommend Sennheiser. Really hope Valve would port the Half-Life game. Me too. Or get a GameCube. Yes, darling, it's not a Steam machine. Which does sound nice. It's a GameCube. The only billionaire we like is Gabe Newell. All other billionaires can fuck off. Gabe, he should have a mega yacht. He should have a second mega yacht. Gabe earned it. I would love to be able to play Half-Life on my PlayStation, but instead I always have it. I always have on my laptop. I always have Half-Life installed. It's my comfort game. Yeah, let me play Expedition. Eager. You say that in jest, but literally maybe an hour ago somebody was asking about it. Um, it's one that I folks. These live streams are fantastic to listen to you, and I'm. This is like the most requested game is Expedition 33. It's going to get an episode. Don't you worry. The Mad Max game, I always see it on sale. It looks kind of fun. I'm very tempted to play it. Like, I wouldn't make an episode about the Mad Max game, but I'd definitely like to play it for fun. Ramstein. Oh my goodness. You love Ramstein? Good pick. Blackpink. I have not heard of them. Coldplay. Coldplay get a bad rep. I think Coldplay are actually good. And One Direction. Good stuff, yeah. For artists, love Billie Eilish. Good pick. Taylor Swift. We're going to disagree on that. I think Taylor Swift is objectively bad. That's my take. I think her songwriting is not good. So we might disagree on that there, buddy. Sabrina Carpenter, Dua Lipa. I do like Dua Lipa. In fact, it's one of the things one of the things me and my Filipino friend bonded over was that we both liked Dua Lipa. And then now these days she just sends me like Instagram reels of Dua Lipa looking pretty. She's like this is our bonding experience. Dua Lipa, she's so wonderful. I was like, yeah. Harry Styles is good. I'm glad he got to do his own solo stuff. He's good. The average rent where I am is India is around $1,300 a month. That Dan, yeah. I was going to say to you, I said to folks earlier, if I was to get my own place here in my beloved Ireland, I'm looking at €2,000, which would be maybe 2,300 US dollars for my own place. And that's just like, I can't do that. So that's why I head over to Southeast Asia. That's why I spend time in Thailand, now Cambodia, going to be back to my beloved Laos, where you can get places for maybe $300 a month. Nathan, would you look to platinum a game with the aim of making a video? Without the game? Oh, yeah. I've done it for... What did I do it? Recently, I got all the trophies in Firewatch. Even though there's no platinum, I got all the trophies. I did like a second playthrough. And that's why I always say to folks of like extending the lifespan of your favorite games. That's what trophies should be. Firewatch was my favorite games. I looked at the trophy list and then did an extra playthrough to get the trophies to extend the lifespan. I was very close to getting the platinum in Control. But once again, at the very end, the remaining trophies were just very grindy, and I went, fuck it. But in general, I do look to, if I like a game a lot, I will try and go for the platinum. You own Clair Obscur, good stuff. Here's what you can do, buddy. Me and you, when I'm playing Clair Obscur, you can play it too. And we can match each other. Oh, dude, you've been playing Resident Evil 4, the original? That's my favorite in the series. That's my favorite. I've played now Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like 4 original, 4 remake. Still, the original Resident Evil 4 is my favorite. It's so good. It's so good. Can't wait for Final... Attaboy Zero. Good to see you, buddy. Can't wait for Final Fantasy. Also, I'm very curious. Your name is Green. Oh, is that because you're a channel member? Thanks for being a channel member. Final Fantasy X. I'm going to get lost in that world, buddy. I'm going to get lost in that world. Absolutely lost in that world. Swift. PJ! Swift says thank you. Alright. Well done, Swift. Galgore! Overrated game of all time is Expedition 33. My goodness. We're throwing hands this evening, folks. You missed the red lemonade here in the UK. Had to pay extra to have it shipped here. The UK not having red lemonade was something that, as Irish people, we just did not understand. When my brother moved over to London to work, one of the first revelations he had is that there's no red lemonade. We were like, what? No, no. There's lemonade, which is white, and then there's the red lemonade. Like they don't have it here. He, much like you had to get like shipped over. You start to miss it. You start to miss the red lemonade. It's really good, and I love the fact that in most Irish bars, the red lemonade is free. You can have a glass of water or you can have a red lemonade, but the red lemonade is free. And what they'll do for you is they'll give you a glass with ice in it, and they won't pour the red lemonade for you. They will just give you the bottle, like the 2 liter bottle, just give you the bottle, and you can pour in as much as you want. I love that part of Irish society. That's the red lemonade is free. Keep the kiddies happy, keep the adults sober, and then they can buy more drinks later. It's like the UK in Ireland then, getting a house. Yeah. Prince, getting a house, rent or mortgage is becoming more impossible. You are correct. You live in the East Midlands in Derby, and not even a very big place. Yeah. It's one of those like sad things I see of. I had this. I was at a family, like a birthday party a couple weeks ago, and one of my cousins is 26, has a job full time, and I was kind of asking her about, like, she's living with her mom. Any chance of like moving out sometime? And she was like, I try not to think about it because she's tried to find a place, but there's just nothing going. There's no place within a reasonable budget, and even the ones you try and get, you're going to be like outbid, or like there's like 30 people looking at the one place. You just have to like extreme luck. It's like I just don't think about it. It's just like, oh my god, like you are in your 20s, you're working hard. Why can't you have your own place? It feels like this arrested development of like, why can't the people have their own space? Why don't we have like, why is the population declining? Why is this? Why is like, you can't, you don't let the people become adults. They don't have their own space. See, I find it very sad. I gotta, like, I was happy that I got to oh sorry, yeah. Booed. You're probably already gone by now. But bye to you, buddy. Bye. See you in the future, buddy. Um, yeah, I just really want. I spent time in Sweden, and the amount of like 1 bedroom and studio apartments I saw was so, like, folks at 18 were moving out into their own place. I was like, that's the way it should be. So yeah, it absolutely sucks. Housing is getting, every single year it becomes more and more difficult. I was sounding the alarm 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I remember like sitting across from my friend and saying, do you realize that the rental prices went up by double-digit percents this year? He's like, what? Like, yeah, they used to be like this, and now it's 10% higher. And then the year before that, they also went up by 11%. Yeah, and I told my parents about it, like, this is really bad. But sure, the average rent from when I went like 500 to 550, no big deal. It's like, yeah, but you'll see the trend. And then here we are 10 years later, and the average rent is, well, 1,500. I was like, this is the way percentages work. It compounds. So like, I was sounding the alarm 10 years ago, but nobody cared. And we have a terrible thing in Ireland where an awful lot of our politicians are landlords. Like, at least half of our politicians rent a house. So for them, a housing crisis is very lucrative. So nothing ever gets done. And it sucks. And that's why I have to leave. Okay, it's wonderful I get to go now live in Cambodia. It's wonderful. But, well, it'd be more wonderful if I got my own place in Ireland. But I can't. Anyway, my sob story. Especially in Asian, they love their booze. Oh my goodness, they're fucking... Asian people drink. I used to think like Irish people. Oh my god, we're the biggest drinkers. Like, no. No. The Japanese are mental when it comes to drinking. The Lao people will drink 3 days non-stop. Yeah, I thought like Ireland, like, we're big. No. Over there, they're next level. I struggle to keep up. I've never played a From Software game. I'd recommend it. Bloodborne's really good. Bloodborne's really good. Really good. Or I think Elden Ring might be like the most approachable. Be Elden Ring. Elden Ring is kind of like tailored for more of a wider audience, and because of its open world nature, if you get stuck on an area, you can kind of go off and level up a bit and then come back. So if you're going to try one, I'd say start with Elden Ring. That's a good introduction. Oh, on Darlin on PSN, my name is Adam 14 underscore 17. That there's no Adam. I'm not Adam McDermott. It's Adam on 14 underscore 17. And the reason for that is I made it when Roger Federer, my favorite tennis player, had 14 Grand Slams. And I thought in his career he would get to 17. So I named my profile after that, Adam 14 underscore 17. He got more than 17. He had a late career resurgence and he got more than 17. It was very cool to see in real time. Daniel, attaboy, Daniel. Always good to see Daniel. Always good to see Daniel. The happiest man around. Evil Within is a crazy one. Evil Within, that Akuma mode. That is like one of those like top tier toward like difficult platinums. Oh, Swift. PJ. Another round for Swift. Good stuff. Down to you, Swift. Take a seat, relax. The usual's coming back around to you. Going to Cambodia? Cool. How long are you going for? We will still get videos from you, Adam. Absolutely. P.S. I got myself a beer too. Hey, attaboy, Elliot. Elliot. Hey, cheers, buddy. So, you will absolutely still get videos. I'm not traveling. I'm moving. So you will continue to get Platinum Journey. You will continue to get other videos. You will continue to get live streams. Although we might move it a bit earlier in the day. Instead of starting at maybe 6 p.m., we might start around 3 or 4. Yeah, like I literally, the past year, I was living in Laos and I was living in Thailand. So the recent Devil May Cry 3 episode of Platinum Journey, that was all filmed, all recorded in Thailand. Before that, the Resident Evil 6 episode of Platinum Journey, that was all made in Laos. So long as I have a chair and a TV, Platinum Journey exists regardless of the space. In my head, I'm already thinking in the future. I want one day to me be like old, grey beard, sitting in some sort of shack. like a metal sheet is what the shack is made out of, and it's got holes in them. The sunlight is pouring in, and it's just me sitting in some decrepit looking chair with some busted TV, and I'm like, hey folks, welcome to Uncharted 9 Platinum Journey. And then I just play the game. Yeah, I'm thinking in the head. In the future, I would love to like, I want the sooner I get older, the better. I want to be old and not give a fuck. What's good, Adam? Attaboy, party man. Nice job on the DMC3 plat at the tail end of it myself. DMC4 cranks the plat difficulty up a notch. It does. Is on the cards. Maybe this time next year. Yeah, so thank you very much for the video. Yeah, DMC4 gets like wild. So what I'm planning is I'll do the reboot next year as a bit of a reprieve. Like the reboot is an easier platinum. I do kind of like it. And then I'll go like 4 and 5. Like 4 is really fucking tough. And then 5 is not a crazy one. So I'll take like a little bit of a breather with DMC reboots and then do 4 and then do 5. Because what's wonderful about Devil May Cry is that Devil May Cry 5, for many folks, will say it's the best one. And it's so nice to hear the latest one, the newest one, that's the best one. So knowing like I'm heading towards there. Like I've done DMC 1, 2, and 3. DMC 3 is my favorite. I'm heading towards something else that's great. So there will be more Devil May Cry, but next year will be Devil May Cry reboot. Hey folks. You can call me Scott if that's okay with you. Oh yeah, legit, legit Scott Rob. Okay, yeah, Scott. This is why I like when folks, if you tell me, because when we make usernames, we're not always quite accurate. But like even your man Tyrell earlier, he's like, "Oh, my name is this." So yeah, instead of calling you legit, I can call you Scott. Good stuff. You just got here. Where are you going? Team feel. I'm off to Cambodia, buddy. I'm off the other side of the world. I'm gonna get drunk on €1 beers and play video games. What are you planning on doing in Cambodia? Oh, I was there for over a month. Hey, good stuff. For a few years, with work doing project with Camps International. Oh, sweet. Give me some tips. So here's the plan. My brother is in. Now I get the pronunciation incorrect. Is it Phnom Penh or is it Phnom Penh, the capital? So he's there. I'm going to go there and live with him. And then to the south side, Sihanoukville is a place that utterly fascinates me. So folks who may not know this, it became an absolute hotbed for gambling. A lot of Chinese money came into the place. Then the Cambodian government outlawed the gambling. So all the Chinese money dried up. So it's a city of about 100,000 people, but it's built for 300,000 people. It's eerily like a ghost town. And I want to go there and make a little travel video about it. But apart from Phnom Penh, Siem Reap, a little place like 4 hours north, really chill looking city, really nice, very cultural. That's where I think I'm going to stay for a whole month at least. I think that's more the capital cities are never my thing. I don't like Dublin. I don't like London. I don't like Madrid. I don't like Bangkok. I like the smaller cities. So I think like Siem Reap will suit me down to the ground. Even one of my friends was traveling over there and she was like, yeah, Siem Reap, that's more your speed. So that's my plan. I'm going to hang out in Siem Reap. I'm going to get to know Cambodians. I'm going to try the weirdest food possible. Although the food looks very nice. Like, it looks very nice. I want to try it. And yeah, just kind of live out there. And in general, when I go to places, I just want to hang out. What's the tourist things? What's the things to do? I don't care. Me, if I'm just sitting at like a local bar, having a beer, watching a sunset, and then making new friends with local people, that's good enough to me. And trying to learn a bit of the language, that's good enough for me. I don't need sights and I just need like try and live there a little bit. That's my favorite thing. That's my plan. Should invite Tommy Schlug to the bar. That would be some collab. Tommy Schlug is an absolute legend. So a bit of context, folks. Tommy Schlug is a character made by, well, we call him Francis Higgins. He's like an Irish legend. His real name is not Francis Higgins, but he's an absolute Irish legend, and he does a bunch of characters. He was the Viper on the Hardy Bucks TV show. He's like a comedic genius. So I would be so honored if that guy would hang out a little bit. He is most certainly always welcome. Always welcome. Throw back a few pints of the black stuff and have a chat. I would be honored. Also, cracking video. Oh, thank you. As always, really enjoyed it, but I don't know how you have the patience for that final fight. You did MGS5, the extreme version, Metal Gear 5. Yeah, it took days. That's a tough one. Yeah, thank you. That Devil May Cry 3 episode, folks. You should check it out. I was unhinged by the end of it. That's like the most infuriated I've been. Just fucking like, want to scream. I wanted to scream at some points. There's even a moment in it where I'm saying something to the camera and the microphone kind of cuts out a bit. It's a very subtle thing. You may not notice it when you're watching the episode, but the reason that the microphone cuts out is because I was too loud. I was too loud. The microphone, I was too loud and it cut out because I was that fucking angry. Half-Life 3 maybe coming. If Half-Life 3 is part of the Steam machine, I am all over that. Howdy, Adam. Attaboy, Shane. Best luck in yet another adventure. Thank you. Remember to pack your bag yourself when you're coming back, or it might end up staying longer than you think. We'll see. We'll see. Did you pack your bag yourself? Of course. Maybe. Hopium administered. Oh my goodness, I'm very behind you folks. I'll catch up. Nice and steady. We're having a chill evening, folks. Chill evening. Alex, I will get around to playing Half-Life 1. Only have a Mac Air and PS5. Oh yeah. Get the GameCube 2.0. You are incorrect there, Alex. It's called the Gabe Cube. Get it right. Do you ever get the urge to dig out your old console and play some retro games? So the oldest console I have is the PS3. But an awful lot of stuff in the PS3 is now like on PS5 or on PS4, which is also on PS5. So I don't have anything older than a PS3. I kind of like once the new console generation arrives, I kind of trade in. But the PS3, I just couldn't trade it in. I just couldn't. That's my favorite console. I couldn't trade it in. I still have it. It's sitting there right now on the floor beside the PS5. That's my favorite. So in terms of retro games, the PS3 is the generation I play. But on PC, I have a bunch of older stuff, like obviously Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2. So that's where I do my retro gaming, is on PC. The Last of Us or OG Ori 4? Which one do I prefer? Oh, which one do I like more? Good question. Oh my goodness. That's a hard one. I think it's The Last of Us. I think that the gameplay in Resident Evil 4 Original is better than The Last of Us, but the story of The Last of Us, Joel and Ellie, pushes it above for me. Like, there's so many scenes in The Last of Us that just are etched in my brain. That point when Ellie runs away, Joel chases her, finds her in a room, and she's like, everyone I've known or loved has either died or left me. Everybody except for fucking you. So don't tell me I'm better off alone or with somebody else, because the truth is I'm more scared and lonely. And I was like, oh. And just even that tiny moment of when Joel's like, come on, get your things. And Ellie says, like, I'm not her, you know. I'm not your daughter. And when Joel says that line of like, Ellie, you are treading on some mighty thin ice. And then Ellie gets annoyed with him, and at the end of her pouring her heart out and like tears in her eyes, and then Joel ends with like, you're right. You're not my daughter. I was like, oh my god. I want to like grab him and I want to grab her, like, please be happy together. You love each other. Be happy together. Yeah, The Last of Us, that story is just so fucking good that that kind of puts it on like one of like it. Yeah, so that's what puts it over Ori 4 Original for me. Nice little trip down memory lane. Attaboy, Chris. Absolutely loved your Death Stranding video. Never knew I needed that game till I watched you play it. That is a huge compliment, so thank you. Death Stranding surprised me. I know going into it, there's the thing of, okay, is it a bit boring or what's going on? And I knew within 5 minutes. I knew within 5 minutes of playing it. I was like, oh, I like this. Oh, I like this a lot. It's weird. It's so like smooth to play. The way Sam moves over the terrain is just like, it's nice. Yeah, that just hooked me. It was an 80-hour platinum that flew by. So that episode of Platinum Journey is just like, folks, you should be playing Death Stranding. If you haven't, you should be playing Death Stranding. Death Stranding 2 will get an episode not next year, maybe the year after. Just curious, is Red Lemonade the raspberry flavor? It is not. Alex, it is not the raspberry flavor. It is its own thing. It's not raspberry. You have to look it up for yourself, but it's not raspberry. Stop forcing plus on us. I moved back in with mum in my late 20s. I just can't be arsed with the whole horrible process. Yeah. Again, like, I'm literally, it's my parents' house. I'm back here again. Every time I come back, like, yeah, like, it would be amazing to have my own place, but you can't. They're extortionate rents. You can't get it. Attaboy, Scotty. Welcome, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in, come in. Shane, rent is criminal in Ireland. End of story. Shocking stuff altogether. Yeah. Criminal is a good way to put it. Even our beloved president, Michael D. Higgins, when he came out and called, like, it wasn't a housing crisis, he called it a housing disaster. And then a bunch of the politicians got angry with him. It was like, well, first of all, don't you dare disrespect Michael D. Higgins. Second of all, he's right. It gets okay. I know my cousin worked with the mayor of my home city, helped get him elected. This was the last mayor election that happened. It was the first time that the mayor was directly elected, as opposed to being like one of the party members and they put him up for mayor. This was the first time, like, the actual public voted on the mayor and gave him a lot of power. He has his own budget, he has his own discretionary spending. And getting to hear how fucking stupid the local councillors are is fascinating and infuriating. So instead of being like, for example, he would say, if you want something done, submit a proposal. Which is like, oh, I want like this part of Limerick, can we put up some lights here? Like, it's a bit dark in the evenings, can we get lights over there? Or, oh, for Christmas, I want to put like a Christmas tree here, can we do this for the city? What this weekend, maybe we can close down this street and make it like pedestrian friendly and do this event. So he was like, my door's open, anything you want done, let me know. Folks are so fucking lazy. They are submitting proposals which are one sentence. Not like, okay, so for example, one guy wanted to have a train running through the city. A little, like, small little train, little kind of Christmassy train running through the city for Christmas. And that was his proposal. He wrote one sentence. I want to have a train run through the city. Like, where's the train from? How much is it going to cost? What days is it operating? What times is it? Like, you got to tell me more than, I'm not going to give you. And the guy was asking for like 10 grand. It's like, I'm not going to give you 10 grand for this train. You didn't even tell me where it's from. Like, what is it? And then they get annoyed with him. They don't want to submit. It drives me fucking nuts. The level of incompetency of local politicians in my home city is fascinating and so infuriating. I know that in the next like 3 years, they're going to have like all new elections. I think I might go for it. As a local councillor, I might go for it. And I'm going to document all of it. Listen here, you dumb fucks. What are we doing here? I've seen my home city gradually decline for 15 years. And it's not getting better. What are we doing here? You're not doing a good job. You're doing a terrible job. So that's my little rant about my home city. Swift, you're more than welcome, Swift. Michael, I swear to God, if this means I have to get drunk on another Sunday. Michael, this is Canadian Michael, ladies and gentlemen. This is Canadian Michael. Michael is a long-time patron. And what we did last week is, after this live stream, we then jumped over onto Discord, and me, Michael, and a few others, we got a bit silly drunk. So, Michael, does this mean you have to get drunk on another Sunday? Yes. Sorry. That's just the way it is, Michael. Pour yourself another whiskey and join us. Prince, if it's difficult for us to get a house in our 20s or 30s, I can't imagine when you're 40. Yeah, in your 40s or 50s, I'd like to move to Scotland one day. The more I get older, more it becomes an impossible dream. There's the thing of like, you pull up the ladder behind you. Like, I got mine fuck everybody else. And we don't see like, yeah, if you're renting in your 40s, it's like, what? You don't, like, half of the people under the age of 40 don't own any property, which was not the way it was. Before in Ireland, in your 20s, you would buy a house. You would buy like a small starter house, but you would own property. And these days, I don't I don't know a single person in my friend group, my extended friend group, my brother's friend group, who owns property in their 20s. And it wasn't always that way. And I'm even hearing stories like folks in their mid 30s are finally getting a house. It's like your life doesn't even get to properly start then. So yeah, there's so many places like, oh, you'd love to move to Scotland, but an impossible dream. It feels like this is the generation where our parents had it better. The first time of like, normally it's like, oh my God, our parents had a terrible time, but our life is better. This is the first generation where it's like, our parents had a better time. We getting the short end of the stick. Scott, once I finish playing Ori games, I'll definitely give Devil May Cry a try. Maybe by the time I start, they might make DMC 1 remake. Devil May Cry 1 is rough. Devil May Cry 1 is rough. It is really beautiful, but on higher difficulties, it will kick your fucking ass. I do think you should play it as is. I would actually be against a remake. I think it's such of its time type of game. You should play it as is. Play it on easy, but I think it holds up. I think it holds up, and some of the environments are very beautiful and like gothically beautiful. So that's a game I don't think should get a remake. Timothy, attaboy, Timothy. Hi, Adam. Oh wait, sorry. Oh my goodness, I skipped a bunch of folks. Oh no, hang on a second. Give me a second. Kingsley. There we go. Evening, Adam. Good evening. Love the content. It got me into trophy hunting again. Now up to 199 platinums. Any recommendations for number 200? And would you ever do Ninja Gaiden platinum? So Ninja Gaiden is on the list of potential episodes. I played it back in the day, got my ass kicked. I would love to go back to it and actually properly master it. So number 200. I would say Dead Space. In my head, I was going to say Uncharted Drake's Fortune, but because of all the collectible nonsense, I think Dead Space would be a really good number 200. If you haven't done it yet. Like Dead Space 1. I think like on the PS3. I think that would be a good platinum number 200. Let me know your thoughts. Hey, oh my goodness, how do I even pronounce this? Brunt J. Adam, have you played Expedition 33? Folks, we are a running meme at this point. Buddy, you are like maybe the 30th person to ask about Expedition 33. It is a wildly popular game. I haven't played it yet. I do look at the story and the characters and the environments. It will get an episode of Platinum Journey. Hopefully, like, not too far in the future. Like, soon-ish. But yeah, it's like I was saying to folks about doing these live streams and how it's kind of cool to get like a gauge of what people would like to see me play. And Expedition 33 comes up by far the most. By far the most. Everybody knows the real capital is Cork. That's in response to what you were saying about 32 minutes ago. Listen, the folks in Cork will tell you the real capital is Cork. The Republic. Cork is actually very nice. One of my cousins lives in Cork City, and it's very nice. I've quite good fond memories of Cork. I went to my first ever Linkin Park concert with friends from Cork. Us and three guys. Well, me and three guys. We got I got the wrong tickets, but the guys still let me in and go see Linkin Park. I was like 10 meters away from Chester and Mike. Very fucking close. It was so good. So always in my heart, always have a good time for people from Cork. Even one of my closest friends is from Cork, and she'll be in the upcoming travel video in northern Thailand. She might even be in the thumbnail. But yeah, always a good time for people from Cork. Always a good time. In fact, as an Irish person, you might know this, that Limerick has a bit of a sour reputation from folks who are up in like Dublin and stuff. You know, the whole Stab City thing. So when I met 3 Irish girls, I was like, "Oh my god, you're Irish!" over in Thailand. I was like, "Oh my god, you're Irish!" So I was sitting down with them, and they were like, "Oh, which part of Ireland?" They're like, "Oh, we're from Derry," and I was like, "Oh, Derry! Oh, I love that accent, so good." And then my other friend was like, "Oh, I'm from Cork." I was like, "Oh, Cork, amazing place." And they're like, "Oh, where are you from?" I was like, "I'm from Limerick." And then the girl from Derry was like, "Ah, Stab City." And I was like, And then the Cork girl leaned in and said, "Yeah, Limerick people don't like that." And I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So of those 3, she became my friend. And I was like, "Thank you, defending me. Thank you." Oh wait, sorry. I've been to Phnom Penh or Phnom Penh. I always get the. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask people over there. At night there were no 2015. Jeez, there were no streetlights. Pretty sketchy. They have happy pizza cafes where you could eat marijuana pizza too. I've heard about this. The happy pizzas. As an ingredient, is marijuana good? I don't think it would be a good ingredient to put on your pizza. But I do think it's like a rite of passage in Cambodia. You have to try the happy pizza. If you're over there and you're going to have a pizza, you should probably try one time. At least one time you should try the happy pizza. So, James, I shall report back and see if the happy pizzas are any better 10 years later. Am I a bar owner? I wish. Well, listen, I own Adam's Bar. But in general, I would love. I think we all have this dream in our heads of, oh, if I could own my own bar. If I was to own a bar, I would open up in Laos. Now, but like, listen, it's going to be an Irish bar, and it's going to have proper Guinness, and I'm going to take care of the Lao people. So I don't. You watch this space. Maybe in the future, Adam's Bar will not be like this. Adam's Bar will be an actual real bar. You recommend visiting the S21 prison? Oh, and the killing fields? I am actually going to go to the killing fields. So the killing, okay. Great Museum teach you history of the genocide, which I don't think the Western world knows much about. Yeah, so Jonathan, you are correct. A little bit of history, folks. Cambodia experienced probably like one of the worst genocides in history. They had a dictator. His name is Paul Potts. Paul Potts or Paul Potts? Paul Potts. 1/3 of their population was killed. They would send everyone away from the cities, and they wanted no challenge. If you were intelligent, you were killed. If you wore glasses, you were killed. They ran out of bullets for some of the killings. So what they would do is they would take the person and march into like a cave, which a huge steep drop, and then with like a bayonet just poke them and push them over the edge. They would. It's a very terrible skewer babies. Really fucking terrible stuff. And the killing fields is the reason is they literally just brought people out to kill them. Like 1/3 of the population was killed. And not, I think it's the 1990s, Jonathan. You might have to check that. Is it the 1990s, like 93 or something like that? But anyone who was deemed a potential threat was like just killed. So it's like horrendous shit. So my brother was going to go to the killing fields, but he said he'll wait until I'm over in Cambodia and we go together, because it's a place you will go and see once. It's not like going to the Guinness factory in Ireland. Like, oh, I'll go a second time. Yeah, a bit of fun. You do not go to the killing fields a second time. You go once, you are fascinated and horrified, and you never go again. And my brother was discussing this. I was like, I understand this, because when I was in Serbia, I went to a concentration camp, and there's sort of like a deep sadness you just feel the moment you step into the place. Like, it was like I was in Niš in Serbia, and there was a concentration camp, and now it's kind of like a bit like you can go check it out. It's kind of like almost museum, and to understand the history. But the moment I stepped foot on the grounds, I just like you feel like the air is heavier. It's like, oh my, like evil happened here. You walk around, you see like the pictures and the way people were staying and the way they were treated, and you just feel like a not only sad, but you feel like a loss of hope. Like people were in this spot and they had to go through this, and you just like, sweet jeez. So similar to the killing fields, like I don't think I'll ever go to another concentration camp. I think I'm one and done. So my brother, but the killing fields, like I think he's also like on a one and done. So we'll go together when I'm over there. Mm. Oh, Koh Rong. Yeah, Koh Rong over off the coast of Sihanoukville. My brother was literally just there. Yeah, he was just there. He was partying for like 3 days nonstop. I'm yeah, Party Island. Now I'm a little bit bad about this. I watched some videos about Koh Rong. I didn't like it. I do like a party. I do like a party. But the type of people who are over in the Party Island, now it's very bad to say, but they look like smelly hippies. They look like smelly hippies. I don't want to party with these people. My brother was over there. I'm going to ask him properly what was going on and stuff, but he seemed to enjoy his 3 days there. I might give it a shot, but I wasn't too keen on it after seeing some of the videos. Eric, hey, welcome, buddy. Watched the DMC3 video. I felt your pain, and I'm glad you were able to conquer it. Pain is temporary. Victory is forever. Thank you, Eric. Very proud of that video. Thank you for watching. The response to it has been so nice. Everyone like I actually after this I gotta go and respond to more comments because they just keep pouring in. So thank you. Scott, congrats on the Metal Gear Solid 1 Platinum. Looking forward to the journey onwards to MGS5. I'll do MGS5 on the PS5. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1, getting that Platinum, like that was fucking hard. It took me 2 months. It took me 2 months. It's going to be an interesting episode. I basically sucked at the game. Sihanoukville, odd place that is like a Chinese puppet city turned ghost town. You got it, Jonathan. As I mentioned before, the gambling was legal and then it was illegal, and all the Chinese money dried up. They left it, and now it's like a bit of a ghost town, which is so eerie. And I want to go see it. I want to go see it. If money were no object, what would your top 3 place in the world to live for a few months at a time? Ooh, Nathan. Okay. Tokyo. Because I'm a massive nerd and I want to go to Japan. That's like the only capital city in the entire world I think I might like. A Spanish village. A Spanish village that has a tennis court. And I can just play tennis every evening and hang out. And then number 3. Oh, I do the village in Laos. I do the village in Laos. I lived in a village in Laos for a few months, and it's so nice. Everyone's so nice. If I could stay there, and if money were no object, like just rent an actual house instead of an apartment, and then spend the extra money just buying beers for all my friends over there. That's what I do. Tokyo, Spanish village, Lao village, but in Lao, buy beers for everybody. That's what I do. Hi, Adam. Hello. Working on the plan for The Witcher 3. Oh, good stuff. PS4 and PS5. Whether starting, I would say start on Death March. You're going to do all the 3. Do not do South Park Snow Day. That's a terrible idea. So I think you can start on Death March on The Witcher 3. The first couple of fights will be difficult, But after that, just do a plenty of side quests, level up Geralt, and you'll be fine. I was able to get through Death March with no problem. There's maybe like a little bit, like maybe 3/4 into the game, it's a bit tough. But other than that, I think you'll be okay. The boss fights, they will take a few tries, but I don't think I spent any longer than maybe like 20 minutes on any boss. So I think you'll be okay. Start on Death March. Save yourself another playthrough. Yeah, Scott, you're struggling with the controls of the OG Resident Evil 4. I could get used to the old controls, but something about it I struggled, so I prefer the remake personally. Scott! Get out of the bar. No, it's grand. The tank controls, I understand it. You gotta like, I played it at the time, so it was easier for me. But I like as a modern game, it doesn't quite. I get it. I get it. You're wrong, but I get it. Rent's basically doubled in my city in the last 5 years. Oh Jesus. Where Mark? Where are you? I bought a house last winter and my mortgage is below equivalent. Yeah, that's the and that's with the higher interest rate. Yeah, that's the once mortgages became less than rent, it was like, oh, for fuck's sake. That I think that happened in Ireland like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, where the mortgages were less than the rent. I was like, folks, I told you 10 years ago this was going to happen, and now here we are, and everybody's fucked. So yeah, the place like your place doubling in the last 5 years, I can remind us there, Mark. Where are you actually at the moment, so I can get an idea. And a boy. Oh my goodness, Jack Ob Sospel. Hey Adam, join the stream. I'm moving out of Ireland. I am indeed. I'm off to Southeast Asia. And I'll be off to Cambodia for a couple of months. Platinum journey will continue as always. The Devil May Cry 3 episode was made in Thailand. I'll be in Cambodia for a few months with my brother, and then I'll go back to my beloved Laos. But yeah, I'm leaving Ireland behind for at least 6 months, if not maybe a few years. I get to have my own place again, which would be nice. I like that. Daniel is down for an after party on Discord. Daniel, I'm in. Daniel, I'm in. Daniel, I'm in. Daniel, yeah. We're doing it, Daniel. We'll go until 9 p.m. here on the live stream, and then me, you, Michael, and a few others will join over on the Discord for the after party. The after party. This has now become a thing where we do the live stream, and then a bunch of the patrons have an after party on Discord. To the person asking about red lemonade for the first time, I had it and said it tastes like carbonated Nestle iced tea. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, Michael's in. Michael the Canadian's in. Michael's in. Damn. All right, there's going to be an after party, folks. 9 p.m. It's currently 8:10. At 9 p.m. after party on the Discord. You might already be over there. Prince, you're born in the late 90s. I think this decade is the worst I've lived in. Yeah, both political and economy. The post-COVID era has been a nightmare. Yeah, COVID fucked everything. Even you look at stuff, I saw a recent graphic of even like McDonald's and their prices. In some cases, the price had like tripled for like a cheeseburger. And I remember in my head like getting a cheeseburger at McDonald's was €1. And now it's 3. I'm like, what the fuck? Or even I remember like being in the bar and getting a pint of Guinness for €3.80, and now it's 6.30, 6.40. I go like, what happened in 5 years? Why is it's like you put you boil the frog, you put the frog in boiling water, you turn up the temperature, and eventually it cooks. That's what I feel is happening in Ireland. Like, folks, we are getting slowly but surely literally cooked, but nobody seems to understand it. And nobody seems to like really like sounding the horn. Even myself and my brother were talking about, we see protests for Palestine, which is a worthwhile cause, but why don't we see the same fervor and the same sort of energy about housing? Anyway, my Ireland, I love Ireland, but Ireland is not doing well. So Expedition 33. Yep, Dead Space remake, so I'm going to wait a while until I'm do a platinum journey on Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2. And boy, John. Silent Hill 2. John has been telling me this for a while. Do Silent Hill 2. So Silent Hill 2 will get an episode at some point. I just don't know when. I don't want to do Dead Space remake and then do Silent Hill 2 remake. I think that wouldn't be very good. But Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill F and Silent Hill 1 remake, when it comes out, they will get episodes. Paul Potts is a Welsh singer. Don't want to get mixed up with the dictator. So it's Paul Potts, not Paul Potts. Isn't he like the opera singer from what's it called? From Britain's Got Talent or something like that? Speaking of that is the John Callum. He did Dead Space 1 and 2 years ago. Absolutely loved them, but absolutely hate it. All this clear obscure talk make me want to play it. You should play it, Kingsley. You should play it. Would I rather be stuck in the USG Ishimura or a ship from Alien Isolation with the Xenomorph there? Oh, the USG Ishimura. Yeah, the Alien, I have zero hope of defending myself against the Alien. Against the enemies in Dead Space, I can run. You can't outrun the Xenomorph. So I'd pick USG Ishimura. Any chance of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? I've heard about this. I haven't looked into it. I do know. I think it's up for like Game of the Year or something like that. I haven't looked into it. Maybe someday. And a boy, Oshin. I'm going to say it. Hi, Adam. Hey. And then Angel. Sup. And then, oh my God, we got a crazy Serb. Are you moving? I'm off to Cambodia. I'm fucking off. I'm off to Cambodia. Struggling with time trials and Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, they can be tough. Stick with it. I was able to do them. So if I was able to do them, I think anybody can do them. You've completed, attaboy, Scotty, 25 years of my life without trying a specific drink. Oh, or what did you do? What did you do? Scotty, what did you do? You're in Newcastle. You're in the Tune. I was there actually. My friend Lewis, El Platinum Bro himself. Newcastle, the fact that Newcastle rents have doubled in 5 years is kind of surprising to me. I thought that would be one of the more affordable parts of England. So that doubling is scary to me. Handsome Adam is up for the after party. Folks, we got Handsome Adam, we got Daniel, we got John, we got Michael. This after party is getting big. You be late to the after party? Save some beer for me? No, Michael. Michael. You started this, Michael. You gotta be there on time. Get the whiskey into you. Futurama Returns was missing from your last video. Yeah, the Futurama box set. I replaced it with bottles of liquor. Is what I did. Although I am thinking next time I go, I'm bringing the box set with me. Oh, Mr. Canadian Mike. We got the after party already. I'm looking forward to. I'll still be posting videos and doing the platinum drums. Oh yeah. Will you still be posting? Sorry, I know you have probably answered this already. Oh, absolutely, Christopher. Yeah. In fact, I'm not going off traveling. I'm moving. So, for example, like the Devil May Cry 3 episode that was recorded and made in Thailand. The previous video, Resident Evil 6, that was done in Laos. So yeah, all the PS4, the PS5's come with me. The camera, mic, lights, everything is coming with me. The Final Fantasy X episode will be started recording here, and then will be finished in Cambodia. So don't worry, the videos will still come out. There's been no change. Platinum Journey has been around the world. Platinum Journey has been made in Vietnam, in Thailand, in Spain, in Croatia, in Romania. In fact, the Modern Warfare 2 episode was done in Romania. So videos will still keep coming out. Don't you worry. Infamous Wolf. Hi, love your content. Thank you very much. Some videos helped me platinum a few games. Quick question is what made you want to make platinum games? Make videos platinum games. And did you think your content would be this successful? Ah, interesting question. Hmm. So originally my channel was actually based around covering American football. But then I got introduced to the wonderful world of copyright infringement. YouTube made me take a course to understand copyright infringement before I could upload any more videos. Video games operated this sort of gray area where you can make videos about it. So when it come to platinum in the game, I wanted like I was working in an office and I was like I just want to like create something cool. So I had inspirations from like the Top Gear specials. I had inspirations from Rooster Teeth, who did a video about a walk to Mordor, where two guys went off to New Zealand and walked to Mordor to return the ring. So with video games, the platinum trophy seemed to me like the top of the mountain. That's what it felt like. Like that's the end goal. So if we start here and we got to get there, could I do something documenting and feel like a journey, like an adventure? And that's like the first episode was Uncharted 2, because Uncharted 2 is a globe-trotting adventure. So I wanted to be like, okay, well, this is our goal. We're going to document it along the way and see how it goes. The highs and lows, the ebbs and flows. So that's where it all came from. Did I think it would be this successful? No. Not at all. And it's been cool these days of now, thanks to like Nick AR, even more people are making platinum videos. But I like the idea of when folks call me like the GOAT. I'm like, yeah. But even me, like I was inspired by like everybody was inspired by the Angry Video Game Nerd. He was like an icon. And what's very weird is one of the people who did inspire me was the Completionist, because he had a bit in his videos about the struggle, and that's the part I like the most. Which is very strange now because these days his reputation is in the shitter. But yeah, I was like a big fan of his. But I might surpass him someday, which would be wild. Games are tied. I know, yeah, that looks good. The black stuff, 25. You tried the Guinness, Scotty. 25 years out trying it, and you mentioned to try it at the pub before Dublin. Completed the quest yesterday, and you turned into 5. 1 pint became 5 pints. Good grief, Scotty. Fucking getting after it. Well, my evening might turn from 1 to 5 as well. Outstrike. Would you like to see go for a Yakuza game? So here's the thing. I downloaded and I played Yakuza 0. I wanted to like it because I know it's a big series with a lot of games. I wanted to like it, and I love Japan. Couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into it, I'm afraid, which broke my heart. I might try Like a Dragon because it's turn-based combat, which I'm always a big fan of. But in general, like I wanted like you could. I tried it. It just didn't click with me, unfortunately. It was. Oh no, Mark. It was. Newcastle was affordable. It might be in other areas, to be fair, but where I am, it's got rough. Yeah. Newcastle, I spent some time in Manchester as well. Manchester seems to be doing like it's maybe it's the part of Manchester I was in, but even then they seemed like struggling. The gradual decline. I was like, oh, it kind of annoys you. Like you probably think of your parents' generation and like they had a good life, and it's just rough for our generation. Like it's not. And my parents tell me stories about what my home city was like 20 years ago, and it sounds fucking incredible. It's like, oh, that was the peak. Okay, great. Missed the peak. 31 days into working out every day. Jesus, not missing a day for beers. Gotta earn. Fair play to you. 31 days. Okay, Michael, go to your gym, you big fitty. Go to your gym and have your workout session. We'll get drunk on your behalf. Me, Daniel, and John will get drunk on, and Handsome Adam will get drunk on your behalf. How is the Guinness from a can, by the way? Choppy. The Guinness from a can, I think, is always good. Like, out of 10, I would always rate the can of Guinness like 7. Like, it's like a consistent 7. There are some pints in the bar which can be 10 out of 10. Others can be like 3 out of 10, which absolutely sucks. The can is consistently good. I would say 7 out of 10. Didn't enjoy doing their Ori 6 Platinum when I did it earlier this year. Weakest Resident Evil entry by far. Hope you enjoy it though. thanks for the warning, Kingsley. My expectations are indeed quite low. So if it's not terrible, I'll be happy. All right, folks. What we're going to do is I'm going to pour one more after this. And then we shall part ways. I have an after party to go to. Pippum! You're one of the only trophy YouTubers I watch. So yeah, for me, you're the platinum goat. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There was a big, almost like a gold rush when it came to folks making platinum videos. I've spoken to a few people about it and asking like, well, what's the scene? Because me personally, they sort of feel different from what I do. It's like it's the Nick Aor formula. So I feel like a bit like that's not his inspiration is Mr. Beast, which he often tells about. And I'm like, my inspiration is television and travel shows. So I'm a bit different. So I don't tend to watch many folks on YouTube. Like I watch John and John Callum, Mr. John Callum, the John Callum. I watch him. I watch Sega's Hollywood. I think that might be it for platinum videos. Like that's probably it. That's one of my favorite reference. So I was talking to I think Seg about it, and he was like, "Oh, the amount of people who did start up new channels to platinum videos, it's starting to like die down when people can't make the quick buck anymore." So I the folks who are still around, there's passion in it, and I kind of admire that. The John Callum. Oh. Let me get up to Outstrike. Hopefully you like Yakuza 0 one day, since Witcher 3 took you a few tries to get into. It did. Yeah, Witcher 3 took me 3 tries. So maybe I should be a bit kinder with Yakuza 0. Because if I like Yakuza 0, then there's like Yakuza 1, 2, 3, 4. Fucking, there's loads of them. It'd be great to like the series. What was your job history before YouTube, Adam? And do you do anything else other than YouTube now? So my job history is I've done everything. I've done everything. I pushed bins. I worked in a petrol station serving alcoholics. I worked in an office. I worked in a clothing store, dealing with customers who once threatened to strangle my manager. Yeah, I did all the bad jobs. I did them all. And these days, YouTube is mostly my job, which is wonderful, thanks to the very kind channel members and the patrons. The only thing I do besides my own stuff is maybe like 5 hours a week. I edit a video for an American client of mine, and his thing that he does is he helps small businesses get federal contracts, which are quite lucrative. So that's what he does. He helps like small businesses, like, okay, you want to make your business successful. Like he has like connections in DC. He understands how the system works, which is a wild, the way American, I don't, I'm outside looking in, like the way Americans do their business over there is like crazy to me. But I take his Zoom calls and make them look much nicer. It's low effort. It takes a few hours. Makes a couple of $100 a month. And he's a very nice guy. So that's the only thing outside of my own stuff. Like if there's 40 hours working in the week, 35 of them I'm on my own stuff, which is fantastic. And then 5 hours helping out with him. So um that's my history. Dwayne, attaboy, Dwayne. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have a seat, have a seat. Hello and happy Sunday. Good stuff. Missed the last couple of streams, unfortunately. I was working last Sunday, so missed that one where we watch at some point. Oh, take your time, buddy. Take your time. You are one of like the VIPs. Ash, love from the north of Ireland. Ah, love from the Republic. I've never been to the north of Ireland. I've never been. I want to go. I think it'd be really fun. By the way, I've never been to the north of Ireland, but I've met people from the north of Ireland, and the accent is so good. The accent is so good in north of Ireland. Could listen to you for days. My gym is in. You're in the basement on it now. Just won't be done by 9. I'll try not to be late. Okay, Michael, get your sweat on, get your pump going. We'll talk to you afterwards. You get the muscles pumping, and then you can have yourself a nice whiskey. All right, folks, I'm going to get myself one more pint. We will hang out for another 30 minutes. We will say our farewells to Ireland. Oh my god. And then the next time I'll see you will be in Cambodia. All right. One more for the road, folks. One more for the road. Back in a minute. Happy Sunday. Ugh. Folks, I think I've been some sort of drunk for the last 3 days. Friday with the parents down the pub, hammered. Yesterday, Saturday. Oh my god, folks! I drunk messaged so many people on Friday night. I sent. I drunk messaged one of my friends. I sent him 20 messages. 20 messages. And he's my oldest friend I've been with. Like, I sent him 20 drunk messages. Probably bugged the shit out of him. Yeah, there was a Friday night. There was a fair few drunk messages. There's a bit of shame on Saturday. Folks, we've all done it. I should not have a phone when I'm drunk. I should not have a phone. I just think of people and I'm like, I'm going to message them. I should not have a phone when I'm drinking. Metal Gear Solid 1, as I'm earning them during defeating the bosses, played non-bosses 1, so I thought I might as well go for it. Dude, get after it. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1, get after it. It's a good game. Loved, hey, Deep Fry. Loved the DMC3 video. Thank you very much. I'm quite proud of it. Let me bring you over here so I can see this. To be fair, I'm quite out of touch with platinum YouTubers now. I still consider Mystic Ryan a trophy YouTuber. Ryan's fantastic. He's like exceptionally good. Although I guess he doesn't do trophies much nowadays. Yeah, he's one of the best that does it. He's absolutely one of the best. And he has his own style. Like when he does the like 30 platinums in 30 days, it's his own style of video. Like this last one he did that I was actually a little cameo in it. And he was like talking about the way he shot it, and like he treated it as like it's not just about the game, and like there's the in-between parts of the game, about the life around the game. And I loved all that part of it. Yeah, he's legitimately excellent. But yeah, John, you're right. Mystics 30 and 30 is cinema, and feeling like Martin Scorsese, like this is cinema. I'm fully on board with that. He's like I'm glad he doesn't do them that often, because they take so much fucking effort. When he told me about like he does one every 2 years, and that's like he can't do more, and you can tell when you watch, it's like this took so much fucking time to make. Like all the preparation, all of the recording, all the filming, all the documenting, all of the editing, it takes a like they are documentaries. So the fact that we get one out of him every 2 years, just be thankful. That's the way I feel. PS5 trophies is really good. Oh yeah, your man Brian got a good channel and he's still going. Highly recommend. Yeah, I've used him before. Him and Power Picks I normally use if I need to do like collectibles and stuff. But yeah, your man Brian, he's doing the Lord's work, saving us a lot of time running around like headless chickens in games. All right, folks. I'm a, I'm excited about going to Cambodia, but I'm also a little bit sad. Excited, like bittersweet, is what I'm currently feeling. Bittersweet, bittersweet. But we'll have another Guinness and forget about the thoughts. That's what I told my family when I was down in the pub with them on Friday night. I was like, "There's so much stuff still to do before I leave." I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta like finish Devil May Cry 3 episode. I gotta finish recording Metal Gear Solid. I gotta start recording Final Fantasy 10. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I go see this person. I gotta go like even one of the things like I go get buy new more underwear because Southeast Asia the men's underwear is like for girls. It's like fucking tiny. All these things I gotta do in my head. I'm just thinking like every day. Like for example, I think I went 12 days of no day off. Like 12 days of just like gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta no days off. So on Friday night when I was down the pub with my parents, I sculled the first pint. I finished my first pint in under 5 minutes. I said like this will turn off this. So that's what I was doing on Friday night. Just like I got to have like a break in my head. The thoughts stopped going. I got to turn off the brain. I was like, oh. So that's why I sit up way too late, drunk messaged friends who all messaged me back the following morning and were so kind. Even friend of the channel, Ludi XP. Yeah, drunk messaged her too. Oh, but this is what we do, folks. Sometimes you err and you do a little bit wrong, but it's harmless. Does that American client of yours want to make America great again? Oh, so this is, I think I had to ask. And one of the things I kind of admire about him. So in America, the political parties, there's two major parties. There's a bunch of other parties which nobody ever votes for, but they should. So, like red is Republican and blue is Democrat. And what he often says is like, I'm not red, I'm not blue, I'm green. That's all he cares about. He doesn't care helping businesses. You vote this, you vote this. I think like in his voting history, he's voted both parties. He's went back and forth. He's like, what helps business and what helps this, and who's going to be less hassle to work with. That's kind of the way he views it. So he's like, listen, everybody's welcome. You can be red or blue, but all I care about is green. So like even when he does these Zoom calls, like his clientele and the folks he works with, it's a wide, like in terms of like diversity, he doesn't even think about that. He doesn't think about like, oh yeah, this Cuban woman I'm working with. He thinks like, oh, this is a person. So I kind of always like that about him. Like he does not think in political structure. He just thinks about like businesses, and if you say you're an American, you are an American. So yeah, although I do think he has voted for Trump. I think he voted for him the first time around because he really disliked Hillary Clinton, which most people also really disliked her. I'm not sure how he voted last time. But yeah, he's voted. I think he voted for Obama before that. But in general, he seems to be pretty much like even keel of like working out with politicians and working out with people, and all of his friends are like. Basically, he's not the MAGA Republican. He's kind of more like open minded and it kind of reflects in the people he hangs out with. He doesn't care what you look like. He doesn't care what you where you come from. Like if you're in America, you're an American, and we're all trying for that American dream, and let's help each other. I like that. Have you been in the US? If yes, where? If not, where would you like to be? Prince is an excellent question and something I've thought about a lot. I have not been to America, but I want to go, and I have 3 places I want to go. Number 1, I want to go to Miami. I want to live in GTA Vice City. I know it's not going to be the same, but I want to go check it out and then make a very cool video. Number 2, I want to go to Las Vegas. Now, I do not want to go to the Strip. I want to go to the place the people who serve you drinks drink. I want to go to the dive bars, and I want to just hang out, perch myself up at the stool, and just chat to Americans and hear their stories of what it's like to serve all these crazy rich people and all the horrors they've seen up front. Number 3, I want to go to Middle America. Like, what's not in, like Utah or Wisconsin or something like that. Middle America. But I want to go to a college football game. I want to tailgate. I want to arrive in the parking lot at 11 a.m. and cook barbecue and then go cheer for a team I have no idea about. So that's what I want. I want to do Miami, I want to do Vegas, and I want to do Middle America. Then end my time by doing Route 66. Even though Route 66 is no longer Route 66, I want to do that. I want to do it in a convertible. I want to document it, and I want to just drive really fast for really far. That's my plan for America. Someday we will get there. Someday. Oh, I would also, if I go to America, I would tell people I'm going and I'm going to be here, here, here. So if any of you folks are watching the videos, like, oh my God, I live there. I can show you around. It's like, absolutely, let's go for it. One day, I'll be on that list of post vids you watch with John Boy and Seg. Eager, you are on the list, but you don't make videos that often. You're a bit like me. You take a while. But I do like your voiceover. I think you've got a good voiceover. I also like kind of the way you do, like, and that makes me eager to platinum. I was like, he's got his own tagline. It's good. Yeah, I left you out, I'm afraid, because Seg and John upload a bit more frequently, so I see them more often. I do watch your videos, buddy. I just forgot about you in this moment. Don't worry. If you like Southeast Asian, check out Malaysia and Borneo. We just came back in September and loved it. You are speaking my language. Borneo, I want to go. Borneo is like the wilderness, the jungle. I want to get fucking lost in Borneo. So, folks, it's again. And on top of that, my favorite travel video maker of all time is Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain's one of his greatest episodes is Borneo, where he goes up the river into the jungle in some sort of longhouse for a 3-day festival party. And I know I've been around Southeast Asia. They don't have a party for 1 day, they have a party for 3 days. And it's just such a beautiful episode. And it's so honest in its writing. And the guy was not doing well. Like, personally, he was not doing well. Even when he got the longhouse and he shared stories of, like, I might be looking over this river for the last time in my life. And then, like, 2 years later, he killed himself. So, like, there is, like, if you know the context of what happens to him, like, the writing becomes more poignant. So I have a huge amount of, like, admiration for that part of the world. And Borneo, like, what he was doing was a really fascinating adventure. And then there's, like, an underlying sadness to it. Like, he knows that his time is up. So yeah, that's why I want to go to Borneo. Borneo, I think would be fascinating. By all means, share some any advice, any things you'd recommend I go see while I'm over there, any places, and what's the food like, for example. Are there any places in the world you don't want to visit besides dangerous regions and such cause of fare? So don't want to visit. Oh, it's very easy. I don't want to go to Dublin. I don't want to go to London. I don't want to go to Madrid, and I don't want to go to Bangkok or Hanoi. There's like any capital city. Don't want to go. So in terms of places I don't want, it's bad to say England. I've been to England enough times. I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to go to England anymore. I've been to England almost like double digit times. I'm done with that place. No more time in England. As for a country in the world, I'd actually go anywhere. Even a place like Afghanistan, which is so fucked. I'd still be like, let's see what it's like. Let's check it out. How's Zimbabwe doing these days? Fucked. Let's go check it out. How's Haiti? Run by pirates. Let's go check it out. Yeah, I'm pretty open of like, I'll probably go anywhere. Except England anymore. Oh. Oh wait, let me I'm a little bit behind, folks. I will always catch up. I will always catch up, don't you worry. And then me who drunk a beer, I think like 3 times in my life. I don't know how you can handle that much alcohol. So I actually learned, I get this from my mother. When I was down in the pub on the Friday night, my dad and I were drinking Guinness. And I was like, you know what? Whenever he's drinking, I'm drinking. We'll match each other drink for drink. He's having like this. Every time he's going to get another drink, I'll say, yes, I'll get one too. And we'll do pint for pint. And I'll be like, it's not a little bonding experience. Yeah, but after 5, he was drunk. My mother over there drinking her champagne or Long Island iced teas, not champagne, white wine, and Long Island iced teas was absolutely fine. So I think the alcohol tolerance comes from my mother. She's like the dark horse of she can just drink for so long. And like, okay, oh, she's fine. She's finally tipsy. But she's never ever gets drunk. So I think I get it from her. Like, we can get tipsy, but she'll go like, oh my god, there's been some times I'm with her, it's like 12 hours we've been drinking together. And she's still like, finally tipsy, but I think I get it from my mother. But my dad is more like than my other brother, Cody, my youngest brother. He definitely gets like from my dad. Like he gets like after 5 pints, finished. My alcohol tolerance comes from my mother. Dwayne, I've made to saves after the torchlight. Oh yes, a Metal Gear Solid 1. One where I got through and I saved Meryl, and one I submitted straight away. So I play through and get stealth camouflage and the bandana trophy. Yeah, that's a good idea. So make the save before the torture scene. If you submit, you get, I think, the stealth camo at the end. And if you persevere, you get the bandana. Yeah, that's a good strategy. I probably should have done that. Instead, I just replayed the whole game again. The only platinum YouTubers I watch are you. Thank you. 3 Point Gamer. Oh, you man Shah. Oh, he's solid. Yeah. Optimist Human. Does he do platinum videos or does he kind of do guides? Triple PV, he's good. The other platinum YouTubers I find samey or repetitive personality. Yeah, so your man Shah is good. Optimist Human. I think I've used some of his guides for like the VR missions in Metal Gear Solid. I think I've used his. Triple V PV I'm aware of. I've watched a couple of his videos. He's good friends with Sega's Hollywood. So always, if you're friends with Seg, you're probably a good person. Yeah, good picks though. Good picks. You don't drink any energy drinks, Adam. Usually Monster, Red Bull, or Mountain Dew are gamer drinks. Mine is Coke, Monster, or Sprite. Nah, I'm about the water. Listen, if I'm replenishing myself, I'm drinking water. That's the kind of thing I normally do. The energy drinks I couldn't care less about. If I'm going to be drinking, I want to be drinking this. I just watched You and Lucy. I don't like to be subscribed to many channels, especially the ones that are heavy on YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts suck. Oh, folks, do you know when you put into YouTube, you do a search, and you get YouTube Shorts in the search results, and you never want to watch them, and they clog up the space. There is an extension you can get for Google Chrome which eliminates YouTube Shorts from YouTube. It changed everything for me. I'll tell you the name of it. But like YouTube got good again is what it did for me. It's like, oh my god, like for example, when I would type in like a place in the world, let's say like Nicaragua, and trying to find like a travel video, and then it's like one travel video, and there's like 4 shorts, and there's like, oh, then another travel, then there's like recommended for you, and there's like, oh, just show me the search results of what I put in. So I got this extension which gets rid of YouTube. I don't see YouTube Shorts anymore, and YouTube is so much better. Hang on, let me find out the name of the extension for you. Manage extensions. It is called. Oh, there's a very simple name. The extension is called Remove YouTube Shorts. Get that, and YouTube gets so much better. So much better. Also, I got the extension to return YouTube dislike. Also makes YouTube better. So there's my little advice to you folks. Get the extension to get rid of YouTube Shorts, and YouTube is back to being good. Hey Adam. Hey, attaboy, Dillboss. I love the DMC3 video. Thank you very much. Your style and content are perfect with a meal, I swear. I'm honored, buddy. When I say to folks at the beginning of the episodes, like, sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink, and join me on my platinum journey, I do want folks to be able to like, alright. That's, again, the reason there's no mid-roll ads. I want you to be able to like put your hands away. Like, you can just like sit there and relax, watch it, uninterrupted. For this next 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you are uninterrupted from the outside world, and you and I are just going to go on an adventure through a game. That's what I like. So having it with a meal, I love that idea. Have it with a drink, have it with a meal. Yeah, just put me on and just sit back and relax. I should pop the GTA 6 Platinum in the real life version of Tommy's hotel room. Oh, that would be amazing. If I could go to Miami and then get the GTA 6 Platinum in like one of those type of hotel. Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be so good. If money was no object, but you could only make travel videos or platinum journey, which would you choose? By the way, I love the question. I think if money was no object, that's a quote by Alan Watts, an English philosopher, which I quite liked. I used to listen when I was back working pushing bins. By the way, folks, my actual job was pushing bins in a shopping center. That was my job for a while. So Alan Watts, I've listened to like, if money, he would say if money were no object, but I think was no object kind of works a bit better. What would you want to do? And he would often ask like college kids, like, what do you want? Like, if money, like, don't think about money. If money were no object, what do you want to do? But they would kind of get practical with him, and they would say stuff like, well, I really like riding horses, but you can't really make a living out of that. Or some people would say, well, I like rock climbing. But you can't, and he would say, no. Do that and become a master. And somebody will pay you to teach them or to help them become like you. Anyway, that's my little Alan Watts. Big fan of Alan Watts. So if I could only do Travelers or Platinum Journey, that's like, which kid is your favorite? That's that question. Which kid is your favorite? So I think that I actually couldn't choose, because I've already done Platinum Journey for 11 years. That would be hard to walk away from. Like, the travel videos are something different for me, different worlds, and they are a different type of challenge, and I am most certainly not a good cameraman. That's like a skill set I don't have. I'm very amateur. I make up for it in the editing, but as a cameraman, I'm abysmal. And that's kind of nice, like something to try and get better at. So there's more like potential for the travel videos because I get to learn it and get to explore. And with Platinum Journey, I feel like I've kind of mastered what I do. I really couldn't pick. Like if I was to say like, okay, so the travel videos now are more of a challenge to me. Let's just do that. But I would get so I would miss Platinum Journey too much. I would miss like, oh my god, what? Why am I playing any games? I would miss. I can't choose. If I chose one, I would just miss the other too much. Like Platinum Journey is my baby. I'm not. I can't. I can't. So I'm going to not answer your question. I'm not choosing. That's my response. Oh my goodness, folks, I'm way behind you. I've been chatting. My dad once said to me at the bar, listen, Adam, you do too much of this and not enough of this. Okay, let me check on ye folks here. Let me see. Aren't orangutans old men in the forest found in Borneo? You are correct. Yeah, they are. Yeah. And boy, Daniel. Anthony Bourdain is the GOAT. He is. Daniel, Anthony Bourdain is the greatest of all time when it comes to travel videos. And this is kind of like, I have a bit of a pushback with some folks. I know we had this thing of one guy was in here, Daka, and he was asking about like, can you make the videos 4K 60 FPS? I was like, it doesn't matter that much. Because I still watch Bourdain episodes in 1080p. And before that, one of his earlier shows was A Cook's Tour, which I love. It's 2 seasons. He's in his like 42, 43, and it's so like he's still figuring it out. And that thing is in 4:3 aspect ratio, 480p. And I watched that and go like, this is great. So I love all Bourdain stuff. The fact that he did it for so long. And I only learned about Anthony Bourdain after he died. Because on Netflix, he was his show Parts Unknown, which is the one he did with CNN. And that one is the single best travel show ever made. CNN have a big reach. Like CNN in America, whatever you think of it, but CNN International, they can go everywhere. That's one of the reasons why he partnered with them. Is like, I want to go this place, and they were like, yeah, we can make it happen. It was like, what? Any place you want to go to, we've got contacts, we've got like fixers, we can hook you up. So when he did Parts Unknown, after he died, he was trending on Netflix, The Parts Unknown. I was like, what? A travel show? I like travel shows. And the first ever episode was Myanmar. And I go, Myanmar? The southeast? Sure, I'll check it. Within 2 minutes, I understood that this was better than any travel show I've ever watched. Within 10 minutes, I realized he had ruined every other travel show I will ever watch. Every time I will watch a different travel show, I'll be like, Bourdain is better. Bourdain is better. What carried it was not only his production crew, which were fantastic, 0 Point Productions. They actually have cinematography. But what really struck me was the writing. So many folks, when they do the writing, it's kind of like dry, and it's just like more factual. But his writing was a bit more personable. Turns out he's an actual writer who's written books. So when you watch like a Gordon Ramsay do a travel show, the writing is also surface level. You don't feel like... You feel like he wasn't even there for it. He's been told what to say. Tell him about this, tell him about this. With Bourdain, it was like, no. So I learned later on that the way the episodes of Parts Unknown were edited in post-production, they would edit the episodes without his voiceover. They would actually cut the episode together and then show it to him. He'd then write the voiceover. So like there was obviously some like scratch voiceover of like this place, this population, whatever. But in general, he would watch the episode on his own and write the voiceover, then go record it and tell him put the voiceover for this. Like he would write to the visuals. So I was like, that's what I do for different worlds. I took that exact same thing of like with Platinum Journey, it's a giant piece of marble that I chisel down. With different worlds, I chisel it down to the bare bones and then I build it back up again. So I chisel it down. I have no voiceover. I just cut the episode as it is, no voiceover, and then I'd add the voiceover afterwards. Like this is where I was. This is what I felt. This is what it was like to be there. I want to, like with Platinum Journey, I want to bring you on an adventure to that place. With the different worlds, I want to bring you there. I want you to hear the sights, the sounds. I want to feel like you were there. So, yeah. Daniel, Bourdain's the greatest. Big inspiration. Big inspiration. You have elephants. Master! I almost shrieked just when you got to the question about visiting America. I thought about my dreams to ride in a convertible across the country and take the sights in. Then you say convertible. I want to do a Hunter S. Thompson on it. I want to do like a red shark. A red convertible. Top down. A boot full of drugs, mescaline, and get wild on it. Yeah, I want to drive way too fast and make so many mistakes. No Adam in Nottingham. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry, John. That may be... Listen, if you are there, and John Sr. is there, I might be tempted to return to England. Other than that, I'm not going. Hope Bourdain rest well. Yeah. The last I was reading. You might know. One of the directors, the guy who directed more episodes of Parts Unknown than anybody else. His name is Tom Vitale. He wrote a book called Into the Weeds, where he kind of like goes behind the scenes of what it was like making the show. Bourdain was not easy to work with, especially towards the end. He was incredible and brilliant, but towards the end, like your man Tom Vitale, he was one of the last people to speak to him before he killed himself. And Bourdain was kind of like almost apologizing to him. They're like on some balcony, and he's like, Bourdain was like apologizing to him about something, and he was like, "Oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine." But sure enough, like the next morning, dead. So, yeah, if you haven't yet, Daniel, I'd highly recommend the book Into the Weeds by Tom Vitale, Vitale, and it gives you a whole like breakdown of how they made the show. Tom directed, oh my goodness, I think it was like at least 60 episodes of the TV show. Really good stuff. I'm more of a cold place guy. I can never handle Miami. San Francisco, Chicago, New York, Boston, Seattle. If you want to build the US, you should consider Kansas. Yes, Kansas. Colorado. The Colorado is meant to be a beautiful part of America. Kansas, I'll be up for Kansas. Kansas, I think, would be really fun. When I think of like middle America, Kansas is what I think about. I would like to do that. People from England don't want to go to England. People from England don't want to go to England. Don't worry, Adam. We understand. Jesus. I will give the English people a bit of credit. You're the most self-hating people I've ever met. England shit in it. Like, if somebody said to me like, "Oh, I don't want to go to Ireland," I go like, "Oh, why? Why not?" But if you tell an English person, "Yeah, I don't want to go to England," they're like, "Yeah, I get it. Yeah, fair enough." If I told my Spanish friends, "I don't want to go to your country," they'd be like, "But why not? We have this, we have this, we have this." Tell an English person, "I don't want to go there." They're like, "Yeah, fair. All right, fair." Oh. Okay, this is a Borneo deep fry. I might have to write that down. Sanakan for the jungle, Sampur for the reefs. Oh wow, and Kota for the mountains. Food and beer was super cheap, and the locals have some. Oh, you're selling me. You're selling me on Borneo. This is right up my jam. Yeah, you got the landscape, you got the people, yeah, fully on board, buddy. Thank you. And boy, the brig is this Q&A. A little bit. We're just chatting. No video games this evening. We're just chatting. I'm leaving Ireland in a week, so instead of focus on the games, I'm just chatting to you, wonderful folks. So if you post anything, I will respond. You've got me for one more drink. One more drink. Mostly curry and seafood. Sounds good to me. I don't think England is that much interesting to visit. Wales and Scotland are way better. Glasgow is my dream city. I do like Wales. I've been to Wales before. Wales I like a lot. Haven't gotten my way to Scotland, but I've heard good things. Yeah, Wales, the kind of like the more rural aspect of Wales, I like that a lot. You probably asked this before, but you've been planning on the Halo campaign evolved next year. Yes. It's going to be a weird video title. Halo Combat Evolved. Platinum Journey. That's going to be weird. That's going to be weird. But absolutely, Halo's getting an episode. To be honest, Adam, as an English person, I don't blame you for not watching. I told you, folks. I don't. What I just say. There's no more self-hating people than English people. I get it. This place sucks. I get it. Now, like, some of my closest friends are English, and you're very nice. But I just find it fascinating of like, yeah, this country sucks. Listen, English individual people, you deserve better. You gotta overthrow whatever. Just everybody watch V for Vendetta and overthrow what's the people in power and make a better England. Start from scratch. Make it better. Don't make it great again. Just make it better. Oh, there's Dwayne. Hang on a second. I'm a little bit behind. Okay, you're talking about London? Yeah. London, I'm not a big fan of London. London annoys me. It's too many people. If a place has, like, I'm from Limerick, it has 100,000 people, but feels more like 20,000. So if a place is too big, I'm not on board with that. They should allow to disable those shorts on the smart TV. Yeah. Because to be fair, I haven't watched a YouTube video on a PC. Like, yeah. The YouTube shorts just, if YouTube shorts was its own thing, it would not have as many views. Like, show me somebody who genuinely prefers shorts over proper videos. It's like the whole AI stuff where they're like trying to like shove it down your throat. Like, we don't care. We don't care. It helps a little bit, but also doesn't. Stop putting it in everything. That's YouTube shorts. Most of us don't care about YouTube shorts, but we have to. It's like, what was it? Not the Gmail, the Google Plus thing, or whatever it's called. We don't care. We don't want it. Get rid of it. But some higher up is gotta stick up his butt or her butt and is shoving YouTube shorts down our throat. We don't care. If you want shorts, go to TikTok, which is a cesspool. Good grief. That is a terrible fucking app. I got it on my phone. Oh, well, I got... Alright, how honest? How honest should I be? John Callum knows what I'm talking about. How honest should I be about why I got TikTok? John, my boy, how honest should I be? Since you got the plan for Metal Gear Solid, are you starting the script for the video soon? Yes, absolutely. The process is I will go back through all the footage. I learned how to make Platinum Journey from watching people how they make documentaries. So first thing is you go back through all the footage. I have 14 hours of footage. Go back through all the footage, log it, which means like taking notes of like, okay, this happens here, this happens here. So you kind of, in your head, you start to build up what is the episode. Then after I do all that, then I'll start writing the voiceover to link the bits to each other. But yeah, soon. I would love to have the episode out for Christmas, but I'm not sure. I've got more footage than I realized. I thought it'd be like a shorter episode, but 14 hours is quite a lot. For reference, I think like the Resident Evil 6 episode was 14 hours. I think like the Devil May Cry 3 episode was 15 hours. So this is potentially another really big episode. So it might take me a while to put it all back together. You're playing Metal Gear Solid 1 now? Attaboy, Dwayne. Get after it, buddy. Get after it. I want to see you. I'm going now. See you, everyone. Attaboy, Prince. Okay, thank you very much for joining us, buddy. Have a nice flight, Adam. Just a last question. Would you do a live stream for the Game Awards? Oh, that might actually be very fun. When is the Game Awards, folks? The Game Awards. Hang on, let me check this out. The Game Awards. Awards 2025. Is it like December 12th or something? December 11th. Oh, let me check the date. December 11th. That would be Thursday. But what time? Because they're over in America. Oh, that might be like literally the middle of the night for me. If it's a reason, I would actually, that'd be a really good thing to watch. Like do a kind of a watch along thing. See what we think of it. Let me check the time. What time does it start? I think it starts, but if it starts late in America, it normally starts like in the evening. That might be like morning time in Cambodia. So I could potentially watch it. So it's in Los Angeles, which is 8 hours. Oh my god. Los Angeles to Cambodia is like 15-hour time zone difference. Oh Jesus. How do we watch? I watch 18 days until. Okay, here we go. We got. So it is at midnight. Like Ireland's time. Actually, no, even later. It's at 1 a.m. Ireland time, which would be 8 a.m. Cambodia time. Ooh. Okay, this is a possibility. Wake up, watch the Game Awards, live stream, hang out together. This is a possibility. Okay, leave it with me. This is a possibility. It might happen, folks. It might happen. I'm off to an hour of warm down on the treadmill. I'll see you beautiful people at the after party. Absolutely, Michael. I'll be finishing this and on to the after party. Oh, Craig. Hey, buddy. Have I been playing Ark Raiders at all? I have not. I keep seeing stuff about it, but I literally have no idea even what type of game it is. But I have heard an awful lot of buzz about it. Haven't played it myself yet, though. I'm off. Sit back and relax with a cuppa and your latest platinum journey. Safe travels. Shane, enjoy yourself. A nice cuppa and then enjoy the Devil May Cry 3 episode. Have a nice flight. Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. I'm a little bit behind. Let me see here. Darling. And then, Bender. Grew up on Bourdain and Top Gear specials. Same, buddy. The Long Way Down with series with Ewan McGregor is also great. Oh, we have a disagreement. I wanted to like it, but I found it a bit dull. Because it is literally just driving the motorbike. So for reference, folks, Ewan McGregor and one of his friends did a travel show where they drive motorbikes, and they did one like from one side of the world to the other. It's like a long travel thing. But I found is like they were, especially the one they're going through, I think a long way down is through Africa. And the place they were going were like incredible, unique places, but they were just driving by them. And I was like, I kind of want them to stay in some of these places and get like stuck into the culture. So I felt a little bit like, as good, like the show was fine, but I thought it could have been much better. I did like the friendship they have. I did like that part of it. I did like their like preparations for the trip. But when they're on the trip, I was like, you're in, like, stay here. This place is so cool. Stay here and tell me about it. So I thought it was fine, but could have been a little bit better in my opinion. The Top Gear specials for me are like, I literally watch Top Gear specials to see how they did narration, and then I use that for Platinum Journey. Like, they're a big inspiration. Dwayne, I'm off to Cambodia and I'm leaving on Saturday. So today is Sunday. I'm leaving in 6 days. But my flight is early, so I'm not actually leaving in 5 days. Like, I'll be like Friday morning, well, Friday very late at night, Saturday morning, going to the airport. Yeah, very soon, buddy, very soon. Kareem, hey, nice to see you. I'm all invited to. Oh, what is this? CYM or U. I have no idea what that is. UK Danger Man Repairs. Hi Adam, just working through your DMC Platinum journey. Loving it so far. Hope you're well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, buddy. It's a good episode. This is a safe space. Thanks, John. All right, folks, do you want a bit of gossip? I'm an open book. Do you want a bit of gossip? The reason I downloaded TikTok. All right, folks, let me know. Do you want some gossip? I had to do some sleuthing, some detective work, and that's why I got TikTok. The results were not good. Like, worst fears type of results. So let me know. Let me know if you want the gossip. Potentially life devastating. TikTok is awful. I've used a little bit. It fucking sucks. We all agree with you, Adam. Yeah. John, one of the people I messaged about this. December 11th. Yep. I can watch it live all the time. I watch MGS channel through. Yeah. Good stuff. Spill the beans. Alrighty. I think my girlfriend was cheating on me. And that's why I got TikTok. Which did not help the accusations. Oh no, I've already told Jim. Yeah, Jim knows. Jim is of the past. So a bit of context, folks. I have a girlfriend. She is lovely and caring and sweet and kind and wonderful. She's in Laos, and I'm over here, but I'm going back because Laos. I just love Laos so much. If I'm always going to be like, if that's my new home base, if that's my second home, why not date girls over there? So I do all this, and then on Friday last week, like a week ago, I get ghosted. I get ghosted by my girlfriend, which is a real like head trip. Like, what the fuck is going on? Messaged, like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Did something happen? 2 weeks ago, she had a motorbike accident. So you think the worst. Oh my God, did you like die? Get no response. No response. I'm like, fuck, is she okay? Then I have to do a bit of sleuthing. I know her name in Laos, so I checked that on Facebook, which leads me to Shorts, which on like the Facebook Reels, and I see the little watermark of her TikTok on it. I was like, okay. So then I get TikTok, check that out. While I was messaging her, sick with worry, she was out at a bowling alley with the guy, alone, just her and him. And I don't mind if a girlfriend of mine has male friends. I would actually encourage it. Like, it's half the population. You should have male friends and female friends. So while that was happening, I was like, oh, I was worried and you're having a great time. Okay. And then next day, another video comes up and they're at like, I know the restaurant they're at. It's quite romantic. It's like a rooftop bar. Very beautiful. You take dates there. You don't go there you take your date there. So while this time I was like, are you on a date? You can't be on a date. It's like, what? So at that point, I just kind of, I messaged John about it. I messaged a bunch of other friends like, any advice? I don't know what's going on here. So, my response was like, okay, well, I'm not going to reach out anymore. She's not dead. I'm not going to reach out anymore. And after 7 days of no contact, I get one word from her. Hello. I respond with hello. And then nothing again. For another 3 days. I'm like, what? What is happening? So, yeah, thank you. What the actual fuck? Yeah. Um, so then today she messaged me saying, "Are you in Cambodia?" I said, "No, I'm in Cambodia next on Saturday, but then I'm coming back to Laos right after that." So while that's happening, I'm getting advice from people. Now some of my European friends are like, very annoyed on my behalf, which is kind of nice. But one of my friends, I met her in the village in Laos. So I was and she's been married for 10 years. So I was asking her, like, okay, you're Lao, she's Lao. Can you explain? And she's like, it's not good. Try to talk to her and be calm. I was like, okay. So today when she asked me if I'm in Cambodia, I said no. I said, let's talk tomorrow. Like an actual phone call. Let's call tomorrow. I'll be back in Laos soon. She said, now I didn't expect her to respond because she ignored me for a week. She responded like immediately, like, okay, we'll call tomorrow. I was like, what is going on? So at the moment, folks, I have a girlfriend. When I'm in Cambodia a week from now, I may be single again. I don't know. I need a really good explanation about what was going on and why she disappeared. But yeah, I detached. Once I saw the TikToks, I was like, oh great. I thought something terrible happened to you. Instead, it looks like you were on multiple dates with the guy. And you posted about it online for everybody to see. So that's my little story. That's my little predicament at the moment, folks. If I ask Jim, he's going to say you're already single. Yeah. It's actually saying ghosting happens, but not from a girlfriend. That was John. That was one of my female friends, Aveen, who will be in the Thailand video. She's wonderful, and she was like, "Okay, she was like, ghosting happens if you've been on like a date or two. It's not nice, but it can happen." And she said like, ghosting your partner is insane. So that's what I'm currently dealing with. Thankfully, I've been so fucking busy with finishing Devil May Cry, platinuming Metal Gear Solid, getting ready for Cambodia, that I haven't had time to think about it, which is a huge benefit. Huge benefit, because if I was to sit down and just stew with my own thoughts, I'd go crazy. So it's been I've messaged John about it. I messaged Jim. Yeah, Jim was like pretty much, women, man, they do your head in. Like, so tomorrow I have the phone call, and I'm going to need one hell of an explanation. One hell of an explanation. Otherwise, I'm off. I'm single in Cambodia. So Ryan, yeah, I'm off to Cambodia. I'm not off to Yarnum. No, that's Wales in the native tongue. Yeah, Jim is very much like cut and dry. Like, nah, mate, women. Like, okay. How long have we been going out? So we've known each other for 11 months. We've been dating maybe like a couple months after that. Officially boyfriend and girlfriend for 7 months. And what was kind of strange to me was like, it was so out of the blue. Like last week, everything was lovely. You know, the whole like message me, she loves me, making plans together. When I go back, she wants to show me this. After Lao, I'm probably going to be in Vietnam. She's going to come with me for a bit. Everything seems so lovely and so perfect. And I was even telling my cousins about it, like, she's like the best. And then out of the blue, disappeared, and then was posting on TikTok of her out with another guy. Really doesn't look good. Really doesn't look good. Wish you well, but you gotta enjoy them gals in Cambodia. Oh my goodness. Guessing all the girls making them cry. Oh, buddy, I was in I was in Pattaya, Thailand, which is like the biggest party town in the world at the moment. I was there for 2 months making that Devil May Cry 3 episode. Never cheated. Never cheated. Never. I was groped a fair bit. Never cheated. They're just like, no, I have a girlfriend. I'm good. No, don't want. Don't want. No, I'm good. All these lovely, wonderful, beautiful Thai women. I was like, no, I'm taken. Have a girlfriend. And now, Daniel, never a cheater. If you're going to cheat, just break up. Once you pick somebody, like you pick them, and you would never even entertain. And I was so oblivious to other girls that like I even had one girl. We found out we actually live quite near each other. She came over to the apartment and then brought me flowers, and we just hung out in the balcony and we're chatting about life. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed now. Take care of yourself. We can hang out some other time. And she's like, oh, like I could feel the disappointment. And I was like, oh, she's into me. Oh, now I feel like a dick. And I had another girl who literally like wanted to go traveling together, and I was like, yeah, again, like, no, I have a girlfriend. I have eyes for one woman and one woman only, my girlfriend. And now, it's a weird one. Makes you feel better. My ex lost all feelings for me. Oh, Jesus. And dumped me over text. Because I told her she upset me with her jokes. Jesus Christ. That's rough. Dumped over text is terrible. Slum and bomb in Bodia. As I'm thinking about potentially future, the idea of me and my brother being single in Cambodia on the pull is kind of very like that could be we could do damage. We could do damage. I'm very outgoing and very sociable. I'll talk to everybody. He's quite fun. He's tall, he's got hair, he's handsome. Like we could do like and he speaks a bit of the local language. It's like if the two of us are out in Cambodia single together, we could do damage. Doesn't need any of that. Yeah. He's just joking. He's not kissing all the girls. He's only kissing one. Well done, Adam. Yeah. That's it. The whole time. And because I was back in Thailand and I know a bit of the language and I know the culture, like I can cook Thai food. And if you tell a Thai girl you can cook their food and you can actually cook it better than some of the restaurants, it's like what like you already separate yourself from like the average tourist coming through. Like, oh, you get my culture. I'd be invited to house parties. I'd be set up. I was set up on multiple dates with girls I didn't even know were happening. But I was like, no, 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 no. I have a girlfriend. I'm good. But we'll see what happens tomorrow, folks. That phone call is going to be an interesting one. Really, that's going to be an interesting one. You're a Celt, Adam. I know you got in you to do some damage. The Irish charm. You just know, bro, some wild stories with girls. I do. I do. Okay, do you want some stories? While we're deep into the chat, we're 3.5 hours deep into the chat. Do you want some stories? I I started to treat dating like a game and tried to go for a high score. Oh no, Cora, you are correct. So when she mentioned to me about TikTok, I said like I don't have it, I don't like it. So I told her multiple times I don't use TikTok. I think it's bad. So she posted thinking I definitely would never see it. And they're still up. Now what's kind of funny is it's a small channel. Like the video she posted got like 100 views. But because I've been telling all my friends about it, now it's up to like over 200 views. And I was like, okay, please don't message her. Um, oh, Daniel, you got a story from last week. Daniel, my boy. All right, after party, buddy. After party, all right, after party and this, and then you can tell me all the details, Daniel. All right, so folks, I'll tell you the story of when I was living in Chiang Mai, Thailand. I okay. There's two parts of this. One is uh I I hooked up with a Thai nurse. I was in the hospital because I had a very bad injury. The Thai nurse that was looking after me was not just being nice. She was kind of into me. We ended up dating, which was surreal to me. It was my first ever time like any dating a Thai girl. She was so nice. She's actually going to be in the video of Chiang Mai. She was so nice and so fun. After I went over to Laos, on my way back, we weren't boyfriend girlfriend. She said like we are more than friends, but we're not a couple. I was like, that works for me. On my way back, she ghosted. Turns out what happened was her aunt got like deathly sick, almost died, and she was in and out of the hospital. So she ghosted me for like months. Eventually, in like ages later, she kind of messaged me and says, "I'm so sorry. This is what happened." But what happened is that I arrived back in Thailand hoping to spend time with her, and I was like, "Oh, ghosted. What happened?" Thankfully, I already had friends in Thailand, and then I decided, well, I'm officially single. Let's try dating in Thailand. Folks, it got to be a lot. In 6 days, like when I looked ahead in my week, the following 6 days, I had dates with 5 different girls. Turns out, when you actually do love their country and you give a shit about the country and you learn a bit of the language and you love the food, you can talk like properly. That was very appealing. It was like, one of the evenings, one of the girls had to cancel, and I was relieved. She was like, "I've been working all day. I'm sorry I can't come out tonight." I was like, "Oh, thank fuck. Oh my god, it's been too many dates. It's been too many dates. I can't do any more." Yeah, great. I'll see you next week. It's fine. Um, During that entire time, it was like, this is the possibilities. I had no idea. So it all worked out in the end. In the end. So it worked out in the end. Got to be single in Thailand and just ran up the high score. Ah, alrighty, folks. What time's it out? 9:30. Jesus, we've been going longer than I expected. Also, I'd love to get some of your opinion about something. So I do like playing the game, but I also kind of like prefer this more. Always knew I was a dog. Yeah. Turns out. Yeah. Yeah, just so this is why when I got the girlfriend, and when you like you can, but you choose one. You choose one and you stick to it. You choose one, you build a relationship, you make plans for the future together, you be serious. That's what I did. I did my little playing around, and I picked one, and I stuck with one. And then she ignored me for a week. Hit the W before the G, McDermott. All right. Folks, we are winding down. I want to thank all of you for coming to Adam's Irish Bar. Our last time here in this setting. Not forever, but for the foreseeable future. There will be no live stream next weekend because I will be still in a plane. But the weekend after, there will be a live stream. And hang on, let me check the dates. The gaming awards, we might do the game awards. Let me check. We might do the Game Awards. But on the 7th, of December, I'll be back here. Adam's Bar will reopen and we'll do a bit of Final Fantasy X. But we might do an earlier time, though. A little bit of an earlier time. Maddie, I'm off to Cambodia. So I want to thank everybody for joining me this evening here at Adam's Bar. If you want, I'll do it one last time. I'll give you the spiel. You ready? Welcome to Adam's Irish Bar. Come in out of the cold. Saddle yourself up there by the fire. Get yourself nice and cozy. Over on the taps, we got PJ. He'll take care of any drink you want. The Guinness here is particularly good. I made sure of it myself. Down the back, Roisin and the girls are playing some traditional Irish music. Over in the corner, a bunch of old fogies are debating about what is the greatest game of all time. Some are saying Super Mario Galaxy. Some are saying Pokemon Red and Blue. Feel free to join in the discussion. If you don't want to go sitting up at the bar with PJ or down with the music over the fire, you can just hang out right here with us. Welcome to Adam's Bar. Alrighty, that's good. Alright, folks, thank you very much for joining me. I shall say good night to all of you. Daniel, John, Michael, when he gets back around, and a few other folks. I'll hit you over on the Discord for the after party. But thank you all for joining me, folks. If you want any final parting thoughts, leave them and I shall let you know. But in general, folks, thank you for joining me this evening. It's always been a pleasure. God, I love Guinness. Of all the drinks, God, I love Guinness. Rudy, thank you very much, buddy. Good night to you. Master, good night to you, buddy. Always a pleasure. Koro, and enjoy the new adventure. I'll be taking you along the way with me. There'll be Platinum Journey in Cambodia. There might be, my brother might make an appearance in the live stream. There'll be like a travel video about Cambodia. There'll be plenty of good times ahead. So thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for so much good times. Alex, good night to you, buddy. Have fun in Cambodia. If you want, actually, what I'll do? Oh yeah, I have an Instagram. I might post pictures from Cambodia in Instagram. The Instagram is Adam Mac Irish, same as the Twitter. Can't wait. Good night. Oh, lads, you're so nice to me. What the hell? All right, folks. Always a pleasure. I'll finish this last little bit. Oh, God, I love Guinness. Me encanta. Okay. Adam's Bar is closing for the night. I'll see you again in 2 weeks. All right, folks. Thank you for joining me. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. All right. Let me say good night, folks.